But today, guys, we are doing a stream where I'm going to be teaching chat how to become VTubers. I've put together how many slides have I put together? I've put together a 23 slide presentation, which I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous. I don't know, like it's been so many years since I have done like a slideshow presentation that I'm now kind of nervous. Just finished a 20-hour birthday. Is it your birthday, Fari? All right, hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. All right, just for you. This is just for you. This is for no one else. All right, hang on. Let me just grab this here. I've got this thing here. Give me a sec. Here we go. Let me play something here real quick. Here we go. All right. Let me drink some more here. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fiery. Fiery. There we go. I fucked up the chords. Fiery. Happy birthday to you. Fucked up the chords, that's so hard. Ash, welcome in, Ash. How you doing today? How's it going? Please wish them a happy birthday as well. Please wish Fiery Pocket a happy birthday. How's it going, Ash? How you doing today? Welcome in. Hang on, I think I'm flying solo, so let me shout you out myself here. Give me 2 seconds. Hello, how you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Give me... Oh, I don't want to destroy my guitar. All right, there you go. It's down. Beautiful. Thanks. How's it going, Ash? How you doing today? Welcome in, Rez. Welcome in. My name is Keto. Today we are doing this funny stream called teaching chat how to become VTubers. This is like a 23 step, or sorry, it's a 23 slide presentation that I've put together. So it's time for you guys to get your notepads out, get some pen and paper, get some erasers if you need. So because I'm gonna learn you guys some stuff. Only new people like to be reminded he's a bottom. I'm not a bottom, guys. I do have to rate around. That's completely fine. Please have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It must. Wait, are you? Well, you're probably heading off, but are you an Australian streamer? How to be a VTuber. That is right, guys. That is right. I'll be teaching you guys how to become a VTuber today. I'm actually not American. Wait. Oh, so it's like evening for you. All right, please rest. Please rest either way. Thank you so much for the rate. Also, that goes to you as well, Ash. Is it your birthday too? Is it your birthday too, Ash? Oh my God, wait. It's your birthday too? Hold up. Oh my God. I'm going to bring this out again for a second time. Here we go. All right. Okay. There's no way it's a double raid and a double birthday. I just did my birthday stream. Well, this comes out to you then. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ash Sofa. Happy birthday to you. All right, there we go. There we go. Happy birthday. Oh my God, please wish both of them a happy birthday. Oh, so surprising that there's double birthday. That is so cool. That is so cool. Happy birthday to the both of you. I hope you guys can feel a lot younger now with your young bones in you. Or, you know, hopefully they don't crack. So funny, thank you. No, it's all good. Happy birthday. Chat, please wish them the biggest of birthdays ever. So, yeah, we'll just yap for maybe five more minutes, and then we shall jump into the presentation. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest, because it's been a while since I've done a... It feels like I'm in high school, okay? It feels like I'm fucking like you know, hi, class. My name is Ketone, and today and then actually there was this really funny moment back in high school. We were doing, I think our school did debate clubs, that kind of stuff. But we did it all sort of like in-house. Like, so if you, I'm not sure about the school system in America, but we have like this house system. So we have like our like a bit like Harry Potter. We have like Gryffindor. We have like Hufflepuffs and all that. So our school had the same thing. So we would do like debating competitions against the other houses, and one of our debate competitions. Obviously, you know, there's 3 people. Oh, there's 3 on our team and 3 on the other house's team. And during our very intense debate, our second speaker, I can't say his name. However, I recall it was a pretty close, like evenly like blow to blow, like back and forth kind of thing, right? And our second speaker our third speaker, he gets up. It's a really close match. It's a really close debate. And halfway through his presentation or his speech, his palm cards slip out of his hands, like the paper slips out, hits the ground, and it fucking cascades across the floor. It fucking hits the ground and it just goes everywhere, all over the stage. And it was like, fuck. We were all like going, oh fuck, no. I feel really bad for the guy, but as well, we somehow still managed to win after that blunder of dropping the entire deck of cards on the palm cards on the ground, and it just blows up. Do we? I don't know. Do you guys know? Do you have a professor outfit? No, I don't have a professor outfit. I was thinking of going for like a big, you know, like a big booby kind of one. There we go. Opportunity. If you want to see adorable Kit's actual face in the main outfit and play some anime boy, drop a sub or a gift sub. We're measly 77 more subs away from seeing this wonderful piece of history. No, we're not. That sounds terrible. That sounds like a terrible, terrible thing. But yeah, shall we get down to it, guys? Is everyone ready? Do you guys have your textbooks out? Are you guys ready for the slideshow presentation that I'm gonna drop on you guys very, very soon? Are you guys ready? All right, get your pieces of paper out, guys. Be prepared, because I'm going to be going from start to finish. I'll be going from start to finish on this presentation. I didn't really know how to feel about it. Professor Kit, I'm ready to get the VTubing brain juice. Yeah, I'm about to give it. I'm about to inject it all into your veins. Actually, just for a quick show of hands, guys. Just for a quick show of hands. I just want to say, do you guys, who here wants to be a VTuber? Just like a yes, no sort of like raise your hand sort of thing. If you say no, that is completely fine as well. I'm just curious, like if people say yes or people say no. Super, super curious. Very, very curious on like the what's it called? The interest on who wants to become a VTuber. I wish there was a maybe option. It's yes or no. I mean, like, you can... I mean, I suppose if you're leaning towards... If you're interested, then I guess that's a 1. I like the greenness of greenhorn. What's a greenhorn, actually? This lingo is way out of my depth. I choose number 101. Are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick a. You're gonna pick one, man. Oh my god. I actually never understood, what does 101 actually mean? Is it like the introductory like lesson or class? Is that what 101 means? Basically it means amateur. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh god, I'm actually getting like nervous piss feelings. I might have to go rush to the toilet, take a piss, and then we'll start. In China it means top, bottom, top. Interesting. All right, go pee. All right, okay. I might go take a piss first. In America, the intro level classes usually go 101 or 110. Okay, did not know that. There you go. 101 is the introduction to top 8. Oh, excellent. Okay, so yeah, I'm having nervous pisses for some reason. Partly because I feel like I haven't done a fucking presentation in front of an audience for years now. I'm a bit out of practice. So I'm going to go take a nervous piss, and we shall get down to it. All right, give me a break. All right. You guys can just vote yes or no if you guys want to be a VTuber, okay? Lock in. All right, here we go. There's not a single no person. There's not a single person that doesn't want to be a VTuber. Not a single person ever. I'm just curious. Okay, there's like 10%. Okay, interesting. 10% if like, so most of you guys want to be VTubers. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. All right, let's assign roles here. He wants to be class clown. Oh. All right. So, I feel like I have delayed long enough. I feel like we should lock in. All right, guys. So, let's get down to the biz, guys. Let's get down to it. Right. So, welcome to my slideshow on how to become a VTuber. How to be a VTuber 101. Welcome to class, everyone. My name is Ketone. If you don't know me, I'm a singer-songwriter from Australia. I've been a VTuber for about 5 years now. Will you post this presentation in Discord afterwards? Ooh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. I'll post, you know what? I'll post the class notes after stream. So if you want to if you want to have the notes, come by to the Discord server. When's recess? All right, guys, I haven't even started the presentation. Recess is going to be in fucking like 3 hours, okay? So I hope you guys, there's no toilet breaks. You're not allowed to leave, all right? Lock in. Here we go. Can I eat snacks during class if you sit at the far back and you share it with everyone? When I'm hungry. When's lunch? Oh my god. All right, if I keep reading chat, we're not going to fucking be doing any learning. We are doing absolutely zero learning at this point. But anyway, guys, welcome in. My name is Ketone. I'm a singer-songwriter from Australia, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to become a VTuber. Can we ask questions? Yes. Yes, you can ask questions. There will be a Q&A at the end of stream. However, if you have a question during like a certain topic, I can also probably answer it there. Here we go. All right, guys. So please grab your pens and paper. Pens and paper. Yeah. Please grab your pens and paper. Class is about to start. So, this PowerPoint is something that, I got inspired by Ludwig's How to Be a Streamer video, which I absolutely love and is something that I watch that's how I sort of changed my directory with becoming a VTuber or becoming a content creator. That I basically learned from him what to do. And so I thought I might make something similar, more geared towards being a VTuber. Welcome in, Shadow. How you doing? I think he does an amazing job at breaking down a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about here. So definitely go watch his video after watching this one. This presentation will be covering similar stuff, but it will be more geared towards VTubers and I guess how to start. It won't really cover stuff like content or like, I guess what you should stream. That's more his kind of area, but I would touch on it. Here we go. So Merch just called me a doo-doo head. What's a doo-doo head, Professor Kid? I don't know, guys. You guys need to lock in. At this point, we're not going to be able to finish this fucking thing. But yeah, welcome to class, everyone. Let's go. Let's start. So, first steps, guys. First steps. Write down your goals for the year, for this year. Your goals can be as wholesome as you want it to be, or they can be as selfish. Right? Yeah. So start off with that. Your goals can be really wholesome or selfish. I think is just something that I think you should have a think about before starting. Is your goal to become the biggest VTuber? You want to be bigger than iMouse? That's awesome. If you want to, if your goal is to create a small community to vibe with and to hang out with, that's even better. Well, that's also amazing too. Is your goal also like just to upload clips of you dominating Valorant? Then by all means, that's amazing, and maybe it might be easier to achieve your goals. Well, at least maybe for you guys, but I can't shoot shit in Valorant, so there you go. Goals are, I think, really, really fucking vital, because they give you something to sort of, what's the word? They give you something to look at and compare yourself like towards and see, you know, how well you are doing. And, you know, it basically puts you on the right path. Obviously, if your goal is to be like, is to become the biggest VTuber in the history of VTubers, then maybe start smaller and say, all right, I want to get 1,000 followers first, or something like this for the first year. So that's what you guys should start writing down. If you guys are not writing down, please write it down right fucking now. After that, after you've written down your goals, it can be 3, it can be 5 goals, whatever. After you write down your goals, write down 3 content creators or VTubers that you would like to try to emulate. Like, write these down right now. Like, open up your book and write this shit down right now. Okay? Write it down. In fact, I'm going to give you guys a 2-minute break right now to write down your goals. Write down your goals and 3 content creators that you think you can emulate. So obviously, right? Obviously, if your idols or your goals is like, all right, I want to be like Tens or Kaide, and you don't play Valorant or you don't play shooters, then maybe not have Tens or Kaide as your 3 content creators. Same thing as like, oh, I want to be like Giguk or something, and he does love gacha games, and you don't play gacha games, and you don't watch anime, then probably maybe don't try to emulate Giguk. Cafe Crew, how you guys doing today? So 2 minutes, guys. You guys got 2 minutes to take down your notes, your goals, your 3 content creators that you would like to emulate, or I wouldn't say copy. Copy is a little bit too close. A friend just recommended me this. Well, excellent. You've just come at the start. I'm going to give you guys a 2-minute break to write down your stuff right here. Professor Kit, what if you're the only VTuber I watch? That is really good as well. Hey, I mean, you can definitely write me down. Teacher, I have a question. Is being femboy necessary? If not, is that your niche? Oh my God. I'm not a femboy. I'm not a femboy. I think if you don't have 3 content creators that you like, you need to start watching streamers or start watching YouTubers, VTubers, start watching them. He's very masculine. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'll give you guys a few more minutes to write down. Can I use my Surface Pro to type instead of writing it? Yes. Yes, you can. Just as long as you have it written down somewhere. But what about if you're the only VTuber I watch? I'm very honored for one off, but second, you need to start watching other people as well. I mean, you can draw inspiration from me, but yeah, just keep in mind as well, like, you know, you got to figure out as well what kind of content that you would like to do. Like, don't try to copy like another VTuber that plays Pokemon or something when you don't play Pokemon or you hate Pokemon. Okay, so like try to think of people that games that you like to play and streamers that you like to watch. Lock in, guys, lock in. I'm gonna head to bed. All good, Abigail. Have a great night. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Did you really recently open the applications? But I'm scared to apply. Don't be scared. Just apply. Okay. Have you guys written down your goals? and your 3 content creators. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not moving until I get a few yeses. I got 1 goal. That's completely fine as well. That is completely cool as well. Oh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I dropped something. Hang on. Where the fuck? I dropped something and now it's just vanished into like... Have you guys dropped something and then it's just vanished into thin air? Holy shit, it just fucking went into... Where did it go? Okay, it's too late. It's gone now. It's too late. Anyway. Yes. Also, Maeve, how's it going as well? Here we go. I feel like I copped out on my 3 creators, but yes, fair enough. I'll show you guys as well, actually. I'll show you guys as well, like what I wrote down. These are my goals for 2026 and 2020. Oh, sorry, yeah, 2026 and 2025. Here we go. So yeah, my goals for last year was to upload consistent shorts, to reach 1,500 subs on YouTube, average 40 CCV, release my first merch, make more original music, and to move out. I managed to hit, in terms of like my VTubing goals, I managed to hit actually quite a few of them. I managed to do consistent shorts. I was doing like maybe like at least 2 or 3 shorts a week. Well, actually at one point I was doing fucking two shorts a day, which was fucking insane. I don't recommend that to anyone. I actually managed to get 2,500 subs on YouTube, and by I think by August or September I was reaching 40 CCV. So this is the kind of goals that you should have. And for my inspirations, you can see that I've got Ludwig and Sea Dog VA, and I've got some more like off screen there. So these are the creators that I want to try to emulate and learn from, you know, and what kind of content they do. My 2026 goals for this year is to become Twitch viral. What is CCVs? That is concurrent viewers. Basically, how many viewers that you have watching you right now. I would recommend as well not to fuss over the numbers too much, but just to have it as a goal in mind. Is it Shodo? Shodo was actually one of them for my 2025 ones. For my goals for 2026, my goals are to become Twitch and YouTube partner, to release merch, to release more songs, to release more songs, which, you know, I'm very, very not good at releasing songs. To release more full-length YouTube videos, to move out, and to create fun stream ideas, which is what we're doing right now. Alice, welcome in. How you doing today on YouTube? Welcome in, guys. For my inspirations, I actually blurred it out this time around, or for this year. And the reason why I blurred it out is because a lot of them are my friends that I've gotten a lot of inspiration from. A lot of recent friends, actually. I might as well just name drop a few right now. Taehungi is one of them. Chia Tails is another one of them. Those are 2 that I can think off the top of my dome, but there's a few more. These are some people that I've been really, really inspired by in terms of like the kind of content that they do, in the way that they handle being a VTuber community and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think writing down what they do, what inspires you, and the people that inspires you is really good. Release any song and you achieve this goal. Yes, we'll also, yes, like, I mean, goals are something that, you know, we're gonna try to aim towards, and this is why this year I'm going kind of more. I'm leaning very heavily into trying to release full YouTube videos and covers and all that stuff. So, moving swiftly on to the next slide. There was a slide which I wanted to include, which I didn't get to include, but I think I'm going to say it just verbally. If you guys did not write down your 3 inspirational content creators and your goals, I think you should fucking quit. I think you should stop and reevaluate yourself. If you didn't write anything down, quit. I think you should quit because I don't think you're dedicated enough. If you couldn't even write down if you couldn't spend 2 minutes to write down the most basic, simplest stuff to start, I think you should quit. I don't think you have. I mean, if your goal is to have fun with it, that's completely fine. But if you want to grow and make it like sort of like a side hustle, let's call it, or like a job, God forbid job, fucking quit. However, if you did write down your goals and your inspirations, this next part is for you. Thanks. Yeah, I can still continue. There's a little bit of tough love. I'm usually very happy-go-lucky, but in terms of this part, I'm pretty dead serious with this. Write them down. Write them down. I'm being dead serious here. So, if you've managed to write down your goals and your 3 inspirations, this next part is for you. So, where to start? Let's start off with a name. That's true. You need a goal to keep you going on days where you feel like giving up. Exactly. Fucking exactly. So, in terms of where to start, first you should start off with a name. Names can be whatever you want them to be. However, in my opinion, try not to have names which have numbers in them. I feel like names with numbers in them are not exactly great for searching up, but you know, that could just be me. Your name should also be unique. Almost think of it like a YouTuber name. Yeah, if you think of like a YouTuber like Ludwig or Mr. Beast or literally like any other big YouTuber, PewDiePie, they have unique names that are like, you know, to them. So I don't really recommend picking something common like, let's say if you pick like Yuki and you're a snow leopard, because there's a million snow leopards named Yuki. I choose Ketone Junior 1, and there'll be Ketone Junior number 25. Oh my god. How do you come up with something original? It's hard. I genuinely didn't think it would be that hard to come up with a name until I had to pick my own. Keep in mind, guys, my first name was Kit Kat because it was derived from my childhood nickname. I choose Buffo. Fuck you. Is it better to have a similar name to your actual name or a unique one? That is completely up to you. That is completely up to you. Changing my name to Ketone Junior 123. Would Kitsu work as a good one? That is so depending on the name, there might be a lot of Kitsu. I think Kitsu would be quite common in the VTuber community. I think, yeah, Kitsu would be quite common in the VTubing community. But, however, there is a way to get around this. The other way to get around this would be something like, for example, if you would have like a first name and a last name. A first name and a last name. For example, like, let's say my name was like, you could call it like Kitsu, I'm trying to think of it, fucking, Kitsu Horomiya or something like that. Where by having like a unique combination, you can turn your name into like a unique name with both first and last name, if that makes sense. Or unique spelling, could be that as well. A Zero Pascal, you could have that as a name. So my name is perfect. Yeah. It like, you have to think of it like, try not to have names that are like 4-letter, really common Japanese names, or that's just my opinion. You by all means, you can name yourself whatever you want. You can name you can name yourself whatever you want. But just keep in mind that if you want to stand out, try to have a unique name. I don't think there is another Ketone in the VTubing community. There is another Ketone who's also, there's an ASMR on YouTube, and there's also I think there's only one Ketone in terms of VTubers. That's it. I'm becoming a keto clan. Yeah, you can be called Kit too. Oh no, we already have a Kit too. Never mind. 230 is my now. Go to Dr. Doomy, but I could get in trouble with that. Yeah, exactly. Is it weird that I like to go by B, but I want to become a DA VTuber? You can totally make it work, I think. How did you come up with Ketone? That's a really good name. So actually, sorry, that's a really good question, not name. Well, oh my god, I'm fucking glazing myself. How did you come up with Ketone? I was actually throwing around a lot of ideas. Do I still have the list of names that I had? So I was also trying to follow my own rules of you know, trying to have a unique name. So I started off because my first name was Kit Kat. So I thought of trying to think of something with maybe cat, but I feel like having cat might be it would lean you towards being a cat Neko VTuber. So scrapped it. So I decided to go with Kit, but Kit as well is also pretty dangerous as a thing because, you know, Kit is used in a lot of things. So I was thinking of like Keto or Keto Zen, Keto Ken, Keto Ka, Keto Da. I got just Keto again because I wasn't fucking creative. I've got a Ketar because it sounded a bit like guitar, a bit cringe. We got Keto Zen, Keto Ki, Keton, and then I landed on Ketone. Or actually, I initially came up with it as Ketone. And then I asked my friend who was a pretty big, I asked a friend who was like a pretty big streamer as well. I was like, "What's your thoughts on Ketone?" And then she was like, "Nah, don't call yourself that because otherwise people are gonna think that you're ketone, and you have to constantly correct them." And so she was like, "Why not just use ketone?" And I was like, oh, okay, I think ketone kind of works. And the reason why I settled on ketone was because it kind of takes a pun with key, which is like a musical term, and tone, which is another musical term. And since we do music here a lot of the time, I thought, you know, ketone. It's like a double entendre with the thing. Nah, man, how's it going? Bless. Hey, how you doing today? Yeah. That's why I thought, you know, Ketone was a really genius name for me at least because fucking genius. Ah, thank you. Unfortunately, I can't read Korean. Also, having your name in English makes you easier to be found. That's just a given. You also have to think about the type of VTuber that you would like to be. Jays, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? So think of like what kind of species. Like, are you like a dinosaur VTuber? Are you an assassin rogue? Are you a are you a villainous? Are you a cat? Are you a dog? Are you a bird? Like, think of like what kind of animal that you would like to be. You can also go like really off script. You can be like a unicorn, or you can be a like an eagle or something. That's genius, not gonna lie. Oh, thank you. Good, just woke up. Good morning to you guys. I chose my name thinking about things I like the Greek goddess Nyx. Yeah, I thought so as well. That was the thing that I thought of. And want my future mother to have a dark celestial. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, so think about your name as well as the kind of VTuber that you'd like to be. And while we're on the topic of what kind of VTuber that you would like to be, since you have written down your 3 inspirational content creators, content is somewhere that you also may have to start thinking about. So do you play a lot of Valorant? Then maybe you would like to stream more Valorant. Do you play League of Legends? Maybe you'll be a League of Legends streamer. I sort of recommend, in my humble opinion, when you're starting out, stick to one game. Stick to one game or to one niche. That's how I started. That's how many of my friends started. And the reason why I say that is because when you're starting out, no one fucking knows you. I'm just gonna lay it down completely normal. Like, I'm just gonna lay it down flat for you guys. No one knows you when you're starting out. No one knows, I can't talk. No one knew me when I started out as well. You can pick maybe like 1 or 2 games, but don't pick like 5 games a week and then change to another 5 games next week. A panda VTuber, that's really cute. That's so cute. I want to be a cat and dragon and play Resident Evil. That's good. Hey, that's amazing. That is really good stuff. The reason why I say that is because no one really knows you when you're starting out. So they will usually come to you based on the game, right? Yeah, they'll come and watch you based on like the game that you play, and by playing the same game, you'll have consistency with your content, which is what people like. For example, for me at least, I can't talk. I can't fucking talk. I'm getting like tongue-tied. I am a musician streamer. That's like the main thing that I do. I will always, regardless of the game that I play, I will always do a singing or guitar or singing stream at least once or twice a week kind of thing. Can I go for a broad category like horror, or does it have to be a specific game? It can be a genre like horror, definitely. That is why you'll see, for example, Tens. If anyone has ever watched the Valorant Pro Tens, you'll see that he will either do Valorant or he will do a game similar to Valorant, like Arc Raiders or Apex or Tarkov or something like that, because they're all first-person shooter type games or shooter style games. That streams are real vibe, yeah. VTubing sounds fun, but I don't want to leave my day jobs. You don't have to leave your day jobs. I've got a day job, in fact. Will the VOD be up? Yes, the VOD will be up, and it will be posted as well to my YouTube channel as well. Yeah. Kazi, how you doing today? How are you? I'm going really amazing. You're so inspirational, kid. I was actually thinking about live stream music. Yeah. So try to have a niche with what you do. Try to have a niche. My niche is music. You guys' niche can be Legend of Zelda. You guys' niche can be League of Legends. It can be Valorant. I will say as well, this might be getting a little bit too into the content hole. Streaming Valorant and League of Legends is... I wouldn't recommend starting out with that, but if the one thing that you must do is the thing that you enjoy. If you don't fucking enjoy streaming Valorant or League of Legends, my niche is kids' feet. Oh my god, for fuck's sake. Because the reason why I say that is because there is a million League of Legends and Valorant streamers that it's very hard to break the 0 to 3 viewer barrier, let's say. You have to scroll down so much. Do you know how many streamers stream Valorant and League? Fucking like thousands. So in order to get, or to be discovered, you would have to get above like the 10 viewers for Valorant or League, and that's very hard to do. It's a very saturated category. I do not recommend streaming it when you first start out, but however, if you really enjoy Valorant or League, stream it. Fucking stream it. That's the most important thing to do. But just know that it's very hard to grow when you start out. MX already coming with feet. What you guys doing? I'm trying to teach chat how to become VTubers. Okay. I started thinking this won't work out for me. It can work. It can work. And I can go into how it can work. But yeah, just think about the type of content that you guys would like to be making. Yep. Is everyone all good? Yep. Does anyone have any questions about the topic on content? Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Exactly. I'm also a firm believer on if you enjoy it, you'll make it work. I'm a firm believer on that. 100%. What if we want to play 2 different games, like two different genres? Yeah, then I think you should stick to that. Try to stick to that. Can we become VTubers who does that? That is actually one of the most popular things. It's music and art, I reckon, are some of the most popular. Yeah. Like, outside of the games, VTubers that do art and do music, like singing or that kind of stuff, extremely popular. I reckon those are some of the two best niches, in my opinion. That's really good. I have a question. What's up, Kazi? Yeah, but anyway, does anyone have any questions or would like to ask about content-wise or the type of VTuber? I've seen some really creative VTubers. They're like they have like a split between like Celestial something or like a mixed combo, like Celestial Dragon, or you can have like a robotic XYZ. It's pretty cool. Holy shit, I came up with the name. Did you say avoid short names? Sort of. I meant more avoid short generic names. Like Yuki or I'm trying to think of like of other ones. I'm sure I could come up with so many, but I don't want to call people out, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I can't read Korean. If you can turn that into English, that'd be very much appreciated. I'm sure if I scroll on Twitter, I'll be able to find some more generic names. I reckon I can find a few, but you know, that's not me to say what you can or can't do. Give me a sec. Here we go. I've seen like really good combinations of like half dead, it's kind of like undead like cats or undead tigers and that kind of stuff. Really cool. How's Necro Kitten for a name? Something like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. That's a really cool name. Is it better to be indie or join a company? That's a really good question, and my answer to that is it depends on your goals. Depends on your goals, I think. What did you say about me? I'm saying that Yuki as like your only name is a little bit generic, but you have Yuki on Ice and all that stuff, so it's completely fine. I want to be a Lolita star. Oh, that's really cool. I really like playing Vampire Survivors, but I mostly play cozy games, so I probably need to focus on that and cozy chit chat. Yeah, staying on one thing would probably be hard for me at first because I draw too. Yeah, I mean, like you can make like when I say make something your main thing, right? I say that like, for example, like music is my main thing. However, I also do some things on the side like Liza P. Liza P and music are not in the same category, not even close to being in the same category. But you guys know me as that guy that does music, and I also do push-up streams with Liza P and hard games. I've done like a few hundred hours of Elden Ring and stuff like that. Oh man, I'm like, what have I missed? That's all good. That's all good. There'll be a VOD of this as well. But yeah. The answer is whatever's best for you. Exactly. You guys can also completely just throw my advice out the window and say, fuck it, I'm just going to have a short name. It's going to be Yuki. It's going to be Hero. It's going to be Michael. You can have it whatever. I mean, there's some, yeah, you can just, or change the, like, you know, change the spelling up. But yeah, that's basically it. Have variety, but have one main thing to stream. Exactly. Exactly. Have your bread and butter stream that people know you for. For example, what do you guys know me for? You guys know me for probably music and probably like the Dark Souls games where I would do push-ups. Okay, ignore all of Kit's advice. No, I did not say that. I did not say that. I mean, you can. Dying a lot. Also, that one song. Exactly. Exactly. I found you through short form. We'll touch on that later, actually. I know you from failing at speaking Spanish. Holy shit. Wait. Wait. Did you know me from that short, like, 4 years ago? Toffee. Did you find me from that one short, long time ago? I feel like I've stayed on this slide for like way too long now, but like, if you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer. Bitch, I was built. Oh, true. That's so true. The tortilla one. Oh god, you know it too. I'm also trying to decide if it would be more receptive to Silver Bells or Orcsas. Orcsas is my art handle, but people know me on Twitch and Discord Silver Bells. That's, yeah, I mean, that's a conversation that you're gonna have to ask yourself. And Paella, is it? I can't say it. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be a question to ask yourself. Also, actually, I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit here. Oh, hang on, back it up. In terms of your goals and the things that you want to hit, right? Let's say my goal was like, I wanted to average 40 viewers a stream, but then I look at my end of year and realize that I've only got maybe like 5 viewers. Maybe this is a good indicator as well for you to, is a good indicator for you to maybe try to change your strategy or to change how you approach VTubing, or if it's maybe even something for you. And that's maybe an honest conversation that you will need to have with yourself and the goals which you want to have, you know? If we can try to keep the chat to English, Ellis, that would be very much appreciated, because I can't read Korean. Yeah. What if I'm primarily known as Ghosty, but I want a name change? Should I restart? You can. I didn't do a restart, and I did my name change fucking like 3 or 4 years after starting, so you don't have to. You don't have to do a 180 restart. But yeah, this is also, the goals are important, because if you do want to grow and turn VTubing into a side hustle, you gotta obviously set some goals out and measure up and see how well you can achieve those goals. Kit Kat and Mbappe, exactly. That was where I started out. All right, so here we go. Where to start, content, name, type of VTuber you want, content, exactly, all good. Yeah, so this is where you guys, this is like basically like, this is step 0, basically. Once you have found your name and all that, time to create all your accounts on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's good. So now that we've gone over the prerequisites, how do we start getting a VTuber model? This is probably the main thing that most of you guys are wondering about, and is the main meat and potatoes of today's stream. How to get a VTuber model. First off, there are a few ways to do it. There are a few ways to do it. I've got 3 ones here, or three main ones here. But yeah, we'll go through all of these in detail. The first one is commissioning a custom model. These ones are usually, or the $ next to them is to show how expensive they are in comparison. First one is commissioning a custom model. This one is basically, it's like custom to everything that you want on it. It is like, it's got all the bells and whistles. You want the hand toggles that stick a middle finger up, then you can have that. If you want a custom model that does fucking backflips, you can commission that. It costs a lot, but you can. Yeah, it will have everything that you want down to the pixel, pretty much. So the second one as well is customizables or pre-mades. Customizable or pre-mades. These ones are the ones which they usually start off with a pretty basic base, and then you can change around the textures of it, or the hairstyles, nose, eyes, penis size, etc., to fit your character in mind. The third option is to be a PNGer. A PNG tuber is actually how I started out, and I think is a pretty low cost way to do it, and I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way to start, in my opinion. It's pretty low cost, and you can how are you going, Smeet? All right, we do have an ad break coming up right now. To make it as realistic as possible, I'm getting a model with a 20-incher. So true. We do have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna just put a pause on what's going on right now, and you guys can tell me. You guys can tell me you guys can ask me any questions, and we'll answer them during the ad break now. Also, drink some water, chat. Drink lots of that good water. All right. If you guys would like to skip the ads in case I answer any questions, feel free to sub. If not, that's also all good as well. If you guys want to skip the ads and, you know, just in case you have a question to ask or you don't want to miss out on any answers, feel free to sub. If not, that's also completely fine as well. Yeah, this is your recess time for 3 minutes. Where shall I look for a PNG tuber model? There's a few sites. I think VChat's pretty good, or Twitter. What I'm confused about is how you come up with so many ideas. Like, the thing is, you have to... I think watching YouTubers and watching VTubers or content creators, they will just give you ideas, I think. I'm gonna be so real. This has just made it very apparent my brain is not built for streaming. That's completely fine. Like, I'm giving a sort of introductory course on it, but keep in mind that this is knowledge that I have accumulated over 5 years of doing it. Adoptable same as pre-made? Yes and no. I think adoptables, I could be wrong with the terminology. Adoptables are ones that, they are sort of pre-mades, but I think you buy the rights to that one. That's my understanding. It's like you're adopting a pet kind of thing. What was the site you said before Twitter? VGen. VGen, Twitter. Etsy is also pretty good, but there is also a lot of AI stuff on Etsy, so, you know, be warned. Adoptables are usually the rights to the design and outfit. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, you can buy like the what's the word? You can buy the design from artists and stuff. Say from Fiverr too. I've not tried Fiverr. I think you might be able to get good stuff from Fiverr, but I've not had experiences with Fiverr just yet. A lot of AI on Fiverr? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Bailey, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bailey Lou has subscribed to the channel.
Thank you. Welcome in. All right, once the ad break is over, we'll get down to
Welcome X Bailey Lou to our Dino family. Your subscription brings dino-sized joy and excitement to our adventures. Let's create unforgettable memories together, filled with laughter and fun. Thank you for your support on this dino journey. Dino, welcome to the new subscriber.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the sub. Wow. All right. Yeah, do you guys have any other questions? I threw a ripped out paper to write all this down like I'm in class. 76 more subs. Oh, let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. I recommend research by going through different streams, and if you like someone's model, checking who made it. Yes, that's actually one of the best ways to do it, and that's how I got this one here. Is to look at the VTubers that you enjoy and to just do a bit of research into who made it, and yeah, that's a really good way. I think that is an amazing way. When I become a VTuber, I would tell everyone that you helped me with this class. I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy that this stream might, you know, it might help someone that doesn't know where to start. Hell, I didn't fucking know where to start when I started out. And the landscape for VTubing has changed so much in the last 5 years. But yeah, how's it going for the win as well? How you doing? Sorry, I said hi to you in my brain, but not with my mouth. But yeah, these are the 3 main ways to go about getting a model. Hi, give Gabe his baby. That's nice. Hello. So, let's go on to the next slide. Unless anyone has any more questions, I think we should just move on. All right, next one. So, number 1, commissioning a custom model. This one is the most tailored to, like, this one is the most tailored towards you. Just a Vietnamese guy. Welcome in, mate. How you doing? This one is like, you can have everything that you want. You can have the right jacket that you want. You can have the right pets that you want. You can have the right shoes, shirt, all that good stuff. You can have everything down to the right pixel. The model that I'm using right now is it's a custom model. It's completely tailored to everything that I wanted, like head to toe, perfect. However, it is usually the most expensive. Obviously, with, you know, you being able to change everything that you want about it, it is bound to be pretty fucking expensive. That GIF is relatable, yeah. So this is why I've got the GIF of this guy opening a wallet going, oh. But yeah. Yeah, but after we step, you feel at peace. Oh my god. Oh my god. Peace and love in chat for like 5 minutes, man. I'm trying to drop some truth bombs here. This one as well, you will have to hire and communicate and talk to artists and or the riggers, which is the animators, on what you want your model to look like. For example, for my model, I'm gonna step into the front here. Whoa, look at that. Yeah. I asked them to obviously draw my hands, you know, playing guitar, and I asked my rigger or my animator to be moving my hands around so that it looks like I'm playing guitar. Does your model have legs? Yes, my model also has legs. That is right. There you go. And I also obviously got them to add a little guitar case and everything. Oh my god, short. I'm not short. I'm fucking tall as fuck, man. I'm tall. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So again, as well with any art, it can get expensive. Art is a luxury. Let's not cut it any other way. Art is a absolute luxury. So you have to obviously ask the artist and the rigger or the animator that, you know, yeah, you have to ask them on their prices and how much it would cost to you know, draw and animate your model. Sure, okay. I love the star you say. I love it as well. Thank you. Yeah, this thing, like the star on the sleeve is like one of the most like genius ideas that my designer made, actually. Yeah, you have to hire and communicate with artists and riggers on what you want your model to look like, which depending on the artist, you may also need to hire a character designer. Or if your model artist also does the design as well, that's a big bonus. This model is extremely tailored towards you. So if you want pink ribbons in your hair, go for it. You can get pink ribbons, you can get green jackets, you can get black pants, you can get freaking a dinosaur on your head. Oh no, talking to people, I know, right? Talking to people is hard, but yeah, you know, just shoot them a message. Yeah. There's also other stuff as well. In terms of like a model, you also need other equipment. For example, like a camera or an iPhone to track your face movements and, you know, make your model talk and move its lips and all that good. Acquire a if that's what you want to add to your VTuber model, by all means, be my guest. Be my guest. There is other equipment that you will need when you get a custom model like this, is that you need a webcam or an iPhone to track your movements and, you know, to obviously show that to stream. There could be, yeah, I think I'm gonna make a whole separate video on face tracking down the road. So if you guys want to see that, please leave a like on stream or fucking say yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I just realized my slideshow presentation might have just crashed. No, it did not. It didn't crash, thank God. But yeah, the tracking could be a whole new slideshow presentation on its own. Commissioning sounds scary. It can be scary. It can be scary. But that is a necessary thing that you have to do. So I guess next slide here. Character design. So yeah, this was my character design that was designed by my good friend Ira Art, who I have known ever since we were, I think, 6 years old, or maybe even 5 years old. I've known this guy for most of my life. And yeah, it is really, really cool that I found out very, very late that that he watches VTubers and he's also an artist. So I asked him, hey, can you design a 2.0 design for me? And yeah, he's good. He's really, really good. Write this down, yeah. What apps do you use for tracking? I'll get down to that probably later on in the stream. Please ask that again. Moonlights, how you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And as well, thank you guys so much for the level 1 hype train. I really, really appreciate it. Enemies to lovers, yeah. We were definitely enemies to lovers. We did not like each other at all. But yeah, this is my design before obviously being turned into what you see now on an everyday stream. Any questions? Probably not. All right, moving on. So this part here is the VTuber model. This was made by Color R, and this is like sort of like the components of my model. Obviously the legs, the jacket, the shirt, the feet, the necklaces, the choker, everything was kind of separated out. The reason why VTuber models are very expensive is because the model artist has to basically separate every component of the model into its own bit. So the guitar is separate, but even the jacket itself has maybe about 50 layers to it, all separated out so that the animator can make it all move nice and flowy. I think my hair itself is separated into like 8 parts kind of thing. So that's why it's so expensive, is because it's not just regular art that someone is drawing. It is also making it in the right layers. So, does anyone have any questions? Bro's not even cleaning the art. Rigging is so much work. It is so much work. How do I do VTuber on the Xbox? I don't think you can, sorry. I don't think you can. Rio, how's it going, Rio? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Please, can we please get a shout out for Rio? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Ketone. I'm a singer-songwriter from Australia, and today I'm teaching chat how to become a VTuber, which is it's been a very interesting stream. So if anyone's curious, we're sort of towards like the start of stream. Sort of towards the start. Everyone, please check out Rio. They have an amazing voice. They've done so many covers and so much singing that they are seriously one of my hugest inspirations in terms of like music VTubers. So please check them out. If you like music, you'll love her. But yeah, we're just going over the different parts of a VTuber model. A VTuber. So if you guys would like to know, VTuber, yes. Yeah. But yeah. Rich Base, is it common for VTubers to buy pre-mades? Yes, 100%. I'll talk about pre-mades in a second, actually. The VTubing space has definitely changed a lot since I started back in 2021. And pre-mades are definitely a huge part of that. But if you guys didn't, Raiders, if you need to raid and run Rio, please rest yourself and rest your voice. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us, and I hope to see you around. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, here we go. No, wait, the question continues. Oh, hang on. Let me just scroll up here. Pre-mades, when they had enough cash, they changed it to a completely different model with no similarities to the old ones. That is a really good question. It's completely up to you. That's completely up to you. I'll talk more about pre-mades to customs in just a second. But yeah. Next slide, guys. Next slide. Oh my god, this feels like a fucking high school presentation, guys. Lock in. Lock in, guys. High school presentation time. This part here is the animating part, which some people in chat have already said that it is an absolute nightmare. And I think so as well. This thing here is apparently the bane of most people's existence. Will we be graded on this? Yes, there will be a pop quiz at the end of it. If you fail the pop quiz, you get banned from the stream forever. You get expelled from class. So you guys can see all these little sliders and all that. These are individual parameters that change depending on if I move. This obviously is working in the background, but yeah. Oh, well, bye, guys. Guess I'm getting banned. How the hell is that fair? Well, you guys are meant to be writing this down. I told you guys to be taking notes, right? So yeah. This is the rigging or the animating part of VTubing. Ask you from the last show, what's the difference between VTubing and PNG tuning? Perfect. I'll get down to that in just a moment. I'll just get down to that in just a moment. Took me 2 weeks to learn how to make the model blink, open, close mouth, and tilt the head left, right. 2 weeks. Yeah, is not an easy thing to learn. Again, with drawing model art, rigging as well is an art form. It is an art form. The rigger's job is to make the model move to your movements and to give you model physics like bounciness or whatever. In all three areas of design, model art, and rigging, they are all art forms in their own way. And with any art form, there are preferences and stuff that you may like or may not like. For example, I really like the bounciness. If you can see like the flap on my jacket, it kind of bounces. I prefer that kind of stuff, but you may prefer less bouncy, or you might prefer stiffer, or maybe a VTuber's maybe a rigger's mouth is more like can enunciate the words better or whatever, right? For me at least, the bouncy kind of rigs, I prefer that kind of stuff. I like to be able to move around and kind of bounce off the walls, but maybe that's not something that you like. That's just how I like to express myself. What I like to say is to look at other VTubers models, and if you like how their model moves, see who rigged it. I'm surprised your jacket even says that. I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of really good advice as well. I'm seeing that people say, yeah. Chaz also come out with some really good advice. Is it Haruto SM? Welcome in. How you guys doing today? But yeah, that's more or less about this slide here. Does anyone have any questions about the rigging portion of VTubing? Look at this. Oh, helping each other out. I know, right? Your model is definitely one of the more bouncy ones, I say. Yeah. I really prefer the kind of bouncy stuff. But, some people also do, like, the more, like, realistic or, What program is best used for rigging? The only one that I know of is called Live 2D. Live 2D Cubism. Rigging with it. Getting all this started seems really intimidating. How do you go through that? That's a really good start. The other options, I'm going to go through the other stuff as well. And those are going to be a lot easier. A lot easier, trust me. Since you've started, how have you seen the technology grow? That's a really good question. And I might answer that towards the end of, in the Q&A part of today's stream. Yeah, save that question for later. Save that question. So, next slide, guys. Next slide. So, number 2, the customizable pre-made. This one I might be yapping as well for a very, very long time. This has been the fastest changing thing inside the VTubing sphere. Actually, the fastest thing ever. Snowdrop, welcome in. Can we create a VTuber school section in Discord for those that want to help each other? Yeah, sure, certainly. I might add that down later. But yeah, customizables. Customizables are the one thing that has completely changed the VTubing landscape. It is insane. It is so good. It has lowered the bar of entry, the barrier of entry for a lot of people. It is relatively cheap comparatively, and there are so many options. I will admit there are more options geared towards female-leaning models, but there's also some guy models out there as well. How to tell if it's AI or not? I'm not the right person to ask for that. I get tricked all the time. What's it called? Yeah. So, as you guys can see, I say that like I'm looking at the fucking slides. Yeah. The price for it is that there are many options and it's relatively cheaper. And by saying relatively cheaper, I mean instead of spending thousands of dollars on a custom model, it's maybe going to be either tens to maybe hundreds at most kind of dollars. Can you say something British? Bottle of water. A bottle of water. Some people would say that they don't want to be a PNG tuber because it isn't really VTubing or it doesn't give like the same vibe. I completely disagree with that. I think PNG tubing is definitely way up there. In fact, actually, a lot of, what's it called? Yeah, you have many options to choose from. You got male, female options. Admittedly, I've seen more female leading models than male, but I'm sure if you search hard enough, you'll find one that you will like. Speaking of which, I was just about to say it. Chio Tales in chat. Can we please get a shout out for Chio? I asked Chio for a lot of insight on this part because she has a lot of what's the word? She has a lot of experience with this, which I don't, because I came in at a very boomer age, and I think she's very much young blood, if that makes sense. But yeah, there are definitely some cons as well, which I'm gonna get into. The cons are you don't technically own the design, which means that you can't make a character out of it and sell merch. You can't make merch out of it because you don't own the rights to it. However, which I didn't think of this before, but thank you, Chair, for this one. If you have an existing design, you can either commission. Oh, sorry. If you have an existing design that you have commissioned or created yourself, you can try to make your customizable look as close to it as possible. You won't have full control over everything, right? Like, you know, if you have pink ribbons in your hair or like polka dot ribbons, maybe the model can only do like pink ribbons or something. But so you won't have full control over it, but you can get it pretty close. The models nowadays are pretty good, so I'm pretty sure with enough time you can make something that you'll like. You can also use the design of your customizable as a base to build on top of it for art, or you know, you can use it to maybe make your own future custom model. Yeah, thank you as well to my good friend Chio for this idea. I'd never thought of using your customizable as a base to make your original custom VTuber model. Really cool stuff. I've also, in terms of like using customizables, I've seen people use customizables all the way from beginning towards like to reach Twitch partner. In fact, Chio here in chat is a prime example of it. She did fucking amazing. Basically started VTubing 6 to 8 months ago and is now a Twitch partner. So you can definitely go from zero to hero in that sort of sense. You can use it as a stepping stone before you get your custom model. Yeah. So again, the customizables do give you they give you the VTuber experience for a fraction of the cost. Is this a PowerPoint presentation? It is. It is. They're a lovely thing to have before custom. Yes, I think so as well. I think so as well. Definitely. Does anyone have any questions that they would like to share? Or if Chio would like to drop any truth bombs now that I have probably butchered all her points. Does Chio have any truth bombs that... Siri, play Zero the Hero by Hercules. Oh, I love that song. I love Hercules. Hercules is actually so good. In fact, also, Maeve as well is also has a customizable as well. Yeah, they're really good. And Maeve as well has, like, Chio and Maeve have completely kitted out their customizables that are like super unique to their look, I think. It's also relatively easy to, you know, change the colors and stuff for your model. There's so many customizables, it's hard to choose from. It is. Got a little late. I'm so interested in VTubing in my free time. It's not a hassle. Could send me the PowerPoint over Discord. Yeah, I'll send this. I'll send the PowerPoint inside the sub channel if anyone wants to have it. Yeah. I'll leave the slides itself inside, like, you know, as a thank you to the people that are subbed and have their Twitch connected to their Discord. The slides provide with the model are so easy to use. Yeah. So it's basically as easy as moving a slider left and right to find the right hair that you want, or to find the right texture that you want, ears, eyes, everything. There are so many options. It is absolutely insane. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it, unless anyone has any questions on the VTube or on this slide. I think it's all good. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, a customizable is not going to be one-to-one exactly what you want, but I reckon you can get pretty close. Like, the options are insane that I reckon with enough fiddling around, you can get something which you're really happy with. All right. No questions? Moving on. Brilliant. So, here are some of the models which I have seen. The Prism one, it has been very popular. In fact, actually, I think the one in the middle called the Jenny model, you can find that on Nazima, I think. And that one was, I feel like that one was the grandmother, you can call it. So if so, that was like the grandmother that opened the gates for, you know, customizables, because that one was so popular. It was extremely popular. That a lot of people still use it to this day. And then obviously we've had the recent Suica one, and then the Prism one as well on the far left. Really good. Also, I think if I made an attempt to VTubing, considering the cost and how equivalent of $1 is in my country, I would only be able to aim for pre-made, and that's completely fine as well. Oh, sorry, that's completely fine as well. I've seen the model on the right a lot. Yes, it is very popular, and the reason why it's so popular is because it is so good. It is really good. I've seen a few streamers use it, and I think it's very expressive. It's probably the most expressive pre-made I've seen, genuinely. Do you think it would be worth it to use a customizable PNG while waiting for your artist to do custom? 100%. That's what a lot of people do, in fact. That is 100% what people do. And that's what I would also advise you to do before you blow thousands and thousands of dollars. The reason why I showed the ones on here is because I wanted to show you the stuff that you can do. So obviously with like the basic, you know, the base, you can do such awesome outfits and designs, like as you can see on here with Cheertails, Lady Maeve, and Turn. In fact, actually, can we shout out all three of these people? Thank you so much for them sending my stuff through. I'm gonna shout out Maeve here, and actually I'll shout out everyone here. These are all the amazing people that sent through their models for me to use. There's Chio as well, and also go check out Mr. Turbarino. Awesome guys. These guys are some of my good friends, and I talk to them pretty much like on a weekly basis. Daily or weekly. Really cool guys. But welcome in, Mika. How you doing today? Hello. So this is just a way to show the stuff that you can do with the model. You can really like customize it so that it looks like you, or you know, it looks something that you'll be happy with. What else? Yeah. Just some examples just to show the... I can't speak English. I forgot the words. How do I speak words? Guys, presentations are hard. Yeah. So yeah, I think this can show the this can show how high the ceiling can go for customizables. For changes in the pre-made, should we tell the ones who did them that we contact to modify? For example, you said changing the clothes. When I said changing the clothes are, what's it called? They are already built into the model. They're already built into the model, and you can change between like 5 different shirts or like, you know, or 20 different shirts at this point. There's so many. No Zero, welcome in. No, yeah, this could, yeah, sorry, terrible, thanks, appreciate it. Thank you. Vika, how you doing today? Welcome in. I followed them, don't feel jazzed. No, not at all. I'm like, if any of my friends come in, I fucking shout them out like crazy. I will shout their name from the fucking rooftops. I love them. I love all my friends and all my fellow content creators. Yeah. So this can just show the extent of how much you can customize, which I think is really cool. And yeah. Next slide, guys. Next slide. I'm gonna just swiftly move on. So, where can I find these pre-made models? That's an excellent question. Random Twitch message that I made up in chat. These are the 4 sites that I would suggest starting out to look at. Keep in mind, Booth and Nazima are both Japanese sites, so you have to use the auto translate in your Google Chrome or whatever in your browser to search, like, you know, to navigate it. But Nazima, VGen, Booth PM, and Etsy are pretty good. However, watch out with Etsy because there might be a few AI ones. I don't think I need to tell you why AI VTuber models are bad. I don't think I need to go down that hole. I'm gonna like while I work on homework. Excellent. Thank you, Vats, for all the tips. That's no problem at all. I hope I can say something that helps. Are there any bare bones models? I don't think there is. I don't think there is one that has like an absolute like bare base. Kit, can you blink 3 times if you ignore my question on purpose? Oh no, sorry, I did not. Cheers has, is that the prison model? Yes, that is the prison model. Yep. Sorry, I didn't. Can you blink 3 times? Sorry, didn't mean to. I'm just so wrapped up in my thing. But yeah, definitely check out VGen and yeah, check out VGen and Booth. I think those are pretty good sites to start with. All right. Any questions? Any questions for sites, or which ones that you guys should look out for or worry about, or not so much? I have a really useful resource. Yes, please, share. What site is it? Is a Discord server started by a VTuber that you rated once? Okay, interesting. Oh, right, it might have been Vesper. Was it Vesper? Vesper Nestia, yeah. Vesper's one, yes. I'm actually a part of that one. The message got deleted. The message got deleted, hang on. I'll post it there. Yes. Chio actually introduced me to that one as well. I think someone else is leading it now, but it's a really good resource. Yes, it is amazing resource-wise to see assets and stuff in there. It is run by someone else now, but yeah, still good. Yes. Bopper has link trauma. He kind of does. Sorry, Bopper. No, he's fine. He'll live. Yeah, you can also find Discord servers and stuff. I will admit, I'm not a part of that many resource Discord servers, but I'm sure if you ask around, you'll find plenty. For us that are on a budget, are there free pre-made models? There might be, but I feel like it's like $10 sometimes. It's like $10 for some of the models. So I think you might be able to if you can, you know, spend $10, but if not, then there might be some free ones. They are cheaper, but you know, obviously pre-made models are cheaper than custom ones, but obviously there is a little price to pay. But in terms of price to pay for how good they are, it's amazing. It's night and day kind of thing. Yeah, that's what's happened in kind of like recent years. Anyway. Next slide, guys. Next slide. So, PNG tubing. This is the one that I started out with actually, and is a really, really interesting. What's the word? Really interesting place to start. I think this one has one of the lowest barriers to entry. It's pretty up there, I think. I can't think of anyone that I think, yeah, this one would be pretty easy to do. Oh, give me 2 seconds here. I might have just cooked it mildly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's usually the cheapest option. Very extremely entry level. And however, it's not, obviously, you won't have like the movement and stuff. But the trade-off for that is that you won't need a webcam. You can just use a microphone and you're pretty much set. Yeah, the requirement for equipment is very low. No camera required. And, you know, there's obviously paid and free options. Some people have even made PNG tubing very expressive. For example, I know a guy, he's called Shindigs, I think, on Twitter. And yeah, he's got a PNG and he's insane. He's so good. But yeah. Someone told me not to be worried about what avatar I have, and then I could change it any day. Exactly. But you obviously need the most expensive mic, right? No, you don't. You can have, I would say you can have a pretty cheap mic, but, you know, you can also try to spruce it up a little bit as well. Can you show us any footage of what your first streams look like? Oh, I was gonna save that for a stream, actually, of me reacting. We'll save that one, but I was gonna show you guys some stuff as well, but we'll get down to that in just a moment. Does anyone have any questions about PNG tubing? Rox, welcome in. How you doing today? Welcome in. Does anyone have any questions about PNG tubing? Oh, hang on. I need to move this neck pillar up, else my head's gonna freaking turn into a... Is it possible to make your own PNG? 100%. 100%. What does PNG mean? PNG, I don't know what it actually stands for. Let me figure it out. PNG abbreviation. PNG it stands for Portable Network Graphics. I should know this. I use it a lot. A PNG is basically just a type of image. They call it PNG, but you know, you could be a JPEG tube if you want. It's just the file format of, you know, the photo. Question: how often did you stream when starting out? I think I did twice a week. But my advice is do it as many times as you can. Do it as many times as your schedule allows. So I'm not saying fucking quit your day job and start streaming 12 hours a day for 7 days a week. In fact, actually, I recommend do not fucking do that. That's my huge suggestion, is to not do that. Yeah, you can also be a GIF tuber as well. That's it as well. GIF tuber is like, you know, you guys know what GIF is, right? It's like a short and like animated photo. Would just a mic and a camera on the laptop work for PNG tubing? Yep, you don't even need the camera on the laptop to start PNG tubing. Yeah, so PNG tubing is just basically the type of image, and it just either moves or lights up when you talk. All right, so next one here, guys. So as you guys can see, this slide might be a little bit blank, and I'm going to show you something which I usually don't ever show on stream ever. However, I thought maybe if I can show it off, that would be great. Oh no, wait, this thing is not working. Wait, hang on. Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if I can show this off, and hopefully it will work. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Is this working? No, it's not working. Hang on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone here. Okay. Yes, there it is. Yes, so this is how I started out. Every time that I would talk, my model would literally light up. this is how I started, and I streamed this for maybe about 6 months when I first started out. I miss him? No, you don't. No one misses him. Yes. So as you guys can see, this was my design was pretty much. I said to my model artist at the time, or like my PNG artist at the time, I just want me in a plaid shirt, black shirt. Sorry, a plaid over, like, what's it called? Plaid over jacket thing, black shirt, and a dinosaur on my head. That was it. That was the assignment, and they knocked it out of the park. I miss Kit Red. He's cute. Oh, thanks, guys. The plaid shirt. That's right. It was a plaid shirt with a black shirt underneath it and a dinosaur on my head. That was it. He said, "Make me look like Ed Sheeran." Pretty much. I feel a little bit called out right now, but you are right. You are very much right. So this is just an example of PNG tubing. However, the ceiling for PNG tubing can go extremely high. I don't have any examples of it, but check out some other people. There's this guy called Shindigs on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube and Twitter. Shindigs. This guy here is really, really good. There's also, I'm sure there's other ones as well. I will admit I've not seen that many, but oh, actually no, I do know some of my VTuber friends as well. What's their names? Hang on, I know it off the top of my head. Hanzu. Hanzu. I think it's Hanzu well. That's the name on Twitch. How do you make it light up every time you talk? That's a really good question. The programs which you can use are, if we go back, oh, hang on. If we go back a slide. The programs that I think you can use are PNG Tuber, VitoTube, or Fugitech. Fugitech is the one that I use, which relies on a, what's it called? It relies you being in a Discord call. I used Godot for a while. That's probably another one. Yeah. I'm too gay to get anyone straight. Discord Reactive. That's, yeah. Reactive Fugitech. That's one. I probably should have definitely put that in the thing. But yeah, anyway, you guys can just watch back this VOD and yeah. So I'm German. Would you recommend streaming in native language or English? My English is quite good, but I feel like there are too many English VTubers. I can talk about that later, actually. Ask that question in about 20 minutes when we get to the end of the slideshow, and we could do some Q&A. So, next slide here. Will the presentation be on your Discord? If so, which channel? I'll probably make it for, I'll probably upload it to the sub channel. So if you're subbed on Twitch, and you've connected your Discord to your Twitch, then I'll have it there as a thank you to the subs. Is there a way where Discord isn't needed? There are. PNG Tube and what's it called? PNG Tube and I'm trying to think. Fuck. PNG Tube and VODotube. Yeah. I think those are the ones. There may be some other ones. Like I've not done PNG because PNG tubing as well was extremely in its infancy when it first when VTubing first came out. It was very much in its infancy. So there's a lot more apps out now than there were when I started. All right, here we go. Here, I might even just put it inside the thing and put it out so that it's not behind a paywall. Actually, yeah. You know, I'll just put it out in a what's it called? In a channel in the Discord server. Reactive Fugi, yeah. All right. So there is a fourth option as well, guys. There is a fourth, even more devious option, and it's called Make It Yourself, which costs $0, but the cost of it will be your sanity. I will admit, making any of these yourselves will probably be pretty hard if you are not good at art like myself, or, you know, you can't draw like myself. I thought I was gonna say stealing. No, not stealing. Not stealing. Making it yourself is really really, if anyone that draws or rigs yourselves or, you know, does any of that, respect to you guys. That is some insane work, and it is really, really hard to do. It's really, really, really hard to do, but if you can do it at the cost of your sanity, by all means, please be my guest. Be my guest. I did it for PNGs. It's a lot of work. I can imagine. I can imagine. An intimidating option. I know. Also, all right. Next, yeah. So for the make yourself, it can cost the least amount of dollars. However, it can be extremely time consuming. What if doing it bad sets you apart? Then 100% do that. 100% do that. Technically, making a PNG tuber could be easily, it might look really silly. Yeah, yeah. You might be able to do a PNG tuber really well, actually. There are a lot who did that, and yeah, they don't prosper. Exactly, exactly. You might be able to get around, or, you know, but if word gets out that you did steal, you would not, like, VTubing is a very small pond. It's a very small pond. So if people know you as an asshole, they, one, would not want to work with you. You will not make very many friends, in my opinion, unless you like being friends with assholes. And so in the long run, it's better to just be a nice person, or be at least an ethical person. There's a reason why custom models are expensive. Exactly. There is a reason. However, on the bright side, you also have ultimate creative freedom. So, you know, you could, you know, break the chain and go, woo! And then also put the chain back and go, oh, fuck, kind of thing. At the cost of my sanity? What sanity? That's true. That's true. How's it going, Drox? How's it going, mate? Sansi, we're ketones. We're keynotes. What sanity do we have? So true. I have a friend making their own at the moment, and they're doing all the art learning and doing all the rigging themselves. So far, they've sunk at least 100 hours into it. There you go. There you go. It is trying to learn it from scratch. Like, good luck. Good fucking luck. I like, genuinely, good luck. Negative sanity, guys. Be careful. Double insane. That's true. That is very true. All right, guys. So in terms of like making it yourself, I do have a few examples. I've got a few examples here. You could make like a PNG tuber, like a Picaro or like a Vroid or like a Microsoft Paint, if God forbid you want to use Microsoft Paint for your next VTuber model. But yeah, these are some ways. Vroid is a custom, you can make your custom 3D model with a bunch of like assets and stuff. This was one of my friend Laffy, who in fact is actually debuting their new model today, which we're going to try to raid into. But this was their first model 5 years ago. Holy shit, actually, yeah. Wait, how ironic. I'm showing off their first model and it's their fucking it's their fucking debut five years ago to the day. Anyway, sorry, first stream ago 5 years ago. But yeah. Some people started to have intro outro models embedded into intro outro animations and other pre-made state leap animations with background. Maybe we can call it half PNG and live 2D. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely ways that you can create your own PNG models. You can use like a Picaro or something, or you can draw it yourself. Good luck. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Does anyone have any questions about making it for yourself? Does anyone have any questions whatsoever? In fact, actually, before we get into this next slide here, I might quickly take a piss. I've drank like my entire bottle of water because I've been talking like non-stop and yapping. So we are going to have a quick piss break. If you guys want to skip the ads, feel free to sub. If not, that is also completely fine as well. I'll probably be pissing for a lot of it. And then if you guys have any questions, I'll also answer them during the piss break. Yeah, so we've got an ad break coming up. If you guys want to skip it, feel free to sub. If not, that's also all good as well. Be right back. Taking the piss, guys. Be right back. See you guys in a bit. We're back. We're back. Having a piss break. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, does anyone have any questions about... Does anyone have any questions about so far? About
System
anything?
says Nox03 has subscribed to the channel. Hey, Nox003. Welcome to our Dino family with your new
Thank you for the
subscription.
sub. Thank
Your
you,
support
Nox0.
fills our dino hearts with joy and excitement
Appreciate
on our
it, thank you.
fantastic adventures ahead.
World's fastest
Let's
piss.
create
No, it wasn't.
unforgettable memories together, spreading laughter and fun in our dino community.
No, it's not.
Dino, welcome to the new subscriber.
More than 75 subs to go. Closer, closer. What are you guys talking about? Guys, I washed my hands. My hands are... I'm eating these... What's it called? These gummy frogs thing. These are so nice. Oh my god. These Allen's gummy frogs are so good. Forbidden Furby, how you doing today? You wash your hands? Yeah, I wash my hands, guys. Wash my hands. Piss hands. Gross. What do you mean? You guys have been... You guys are mega low every time I say I'm going to the toilet. You guys start going, all the time. You guys do, like, you guys start omega lolling all the time. Don't lump me in with those times. True. What would you do if I gifted 75 subs right now? I would probably curse in Spanish. I can't speak Spanish actually. I'll probably curse in Chinese. I can't even speak Chinese. But yeah, how do you find the mental capacity to keep up with chat for a prolonged time? I think with practice, to be honest, with practice. Curse in Swedish? I don't know a single Swedish word. I just want to catch some piss in my mouth. Is that such a crap? Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys are so sus. That's what you get for calling us out. Am I wrong? Phoenix, am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong? I have many concerns. Don't worry, Siwo. Those concerns will be gone very shortly. Oh my god. Oh my god. For fuck's sake, leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone. What the fuck, man? Oh, there goes the imposter. 5 star. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. It should be a crime. Arrest me then. You'll be fine. There's a 50% chance you'll summon an IKEA work. True. Touche. Touche. Yeah. But question, how do you deal with weird chatters who come in and say unhinged and bad things like anything racist or sexist? That's an excellent question. We can cover that in about 20 minutes from now. We can cover that shortly. So, next slide, guys. Next slide. Equipment. In terms of equipment, we obviously, in terms of like the face tracking stuff, there's a few ways to go about it. There is like a camera. You can use like a webcam. You can use a DSLR cam. So it's like one of those fancy fucking $4,000 cameras. Don't know why you would want that, but you can use it if you want. And you can also use an iPhone. An iPhone paired up with the tracking software on your computer can do some really, really good stuff like this. Like, or I can still, or I can also puff my cheeks out as well. I can also puff my cheeks out, or stick my tongue out, or I'm gonna try to do both. No, I can't do both. Never mind. But yeah, that basically tracks what happens with your face and then relays it onto your VTuber model. Pretty simple. The microphone as well is also very important, and your streaming device. Your streaming device will probably maybe have to be like a computer or a laptop, but keep in mind that VTuber models, depending on how intensive they are, will take up resources on your computer. Is it possible to use an old digital camera instead of a webcam for face tracking? I have not used an old... Maybe. You might be able to. Yeah, probably. To be honest. What that tongue do? Oh my god. Oh my god. So, the difference between a camera and an iPhone, I probably should do... We might do another stream or another video about the difference between them. But the main takeaway is that the iPhone tracking is really, really good. the iPhone tracking basically bumps up the tracking and you know, the mouth movements to an insane level. Obviously, it's an iPhone that has Face ID, so it's an iPhone 10 and above. You can probably get an iPhone 10 for fairly cheap secondhand. But yeah, just keep in mind that when you use a webcam or a camera, the tracking quality may be down a little bit. What inspired you to start your VTubing journey? That's an excellent question as well, actually. That's an excellent question. Let's bounce back a little bit here real quick. We're gonna just jump back because I was gonna talk about this as well. Completely forgot. In terms of content, I actually didn't want to become a VTuber. I started out thinking VTubers are cringe. Out of my friend group of 6 people, I was the last person to become a VTuber. Partly because I didn't think I would be very funny and didn't think I would have people watching me. Jokes on past ketone. But now, 5 years later, I've been doing it and I absolutely love it. I also, when I started out VTubing, I also planned to be a League of Legends streamer. I've only streamed League in my entire 5 years of being a VTuber 3 times. I've only streamed League 3 times. And the reason why is because I found out that there's too many people that stream League, so I decided to stream other games like Hollow Knight and other hard games. Yeah. So, you know, the more you know. The more you know. 5 years later, still doing it, and I think we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to fucking slide whatever here. Yeah. Oh no, next slide here. Yeah, there's the equipment here. Here we go. Does anyone have any questions about the equipment? iPhone has better tracking despite Android is open source, but really hear people mentioning it as a better alternative. I'm not sure. I've not tried Android tracking, to be honest, but Apple's Face ID is so good. It is really good. It can detect eye movements, even if you have, like, you know, spectacles, glasses on. If you're like looking away, it has really, really good capture. Maybe the League of Legends are, maybe the League are the legends we made along the way. That is so true. So true. What brand of webcam do you recommend? Anything that does 30 to 60 frames, like 1080p, or, you know, I started out with a 780p camera. So literally anything that's just okay. Can you use the camera that's built into your laptop? Yes. Yes, you can. iPhone is considered the best for face tracking because of the AR kit. Yeah. It's considered the best because Apple has done a lot for their face scanning to open up their phones. So that technology is really good. It's like airtight, I reckon. It's the best face tracking I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen anything come close to it, but I digress. Any other questions? Yeah, so you definitely probably need a laptop or a computer to stream with a VTuber model or a PNG, because you can't do it locally, or as far as I know, you can't do it locally on a Xbox. Can you actually use the microphones you see in karaoke and events, since I kind of get those cheaper than computer mics? You might be able to, but it might sound a bit crap. Those microphones for karaoke are built for karaoke and not built for streaming and narration, if that makes sense. You can stream an Airbox. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm just out of the times with Xbox then. All right, next slide, guys. Next slide, lock it in. So, my final advice for you guys is to be brave. Be brave. Set a date for yourself when you're gonna look for a model, or open up a Twitter or Twitch account, or even go live. Set yourself a date and hold yourself to it. Set yourself a date and hold yourself to it. My biggest advice is do VTubing for the love of the game and for fun. Do not do it purely for numbers. Me and many other VTubers and content creators get into this trap of doing it, like, you know, getting really stuck into the numbers and like, oh, like, would this do well? First and foremost, do it because you enjoy it. I'm being dead serious, because if you do it for numbers, you will be unhappy, you will burn out, you will give up. Hell, I almost gave up about a year ago. I was close to giving up a year ago, because I was so into like the numbers that I kind of didn't see why I even started it in the first place. And don't be afraid to suck when you start. I mean, fuck, I sucked when I started. If I look back to this moment, Future Ketone is like I even suck now. If I look back to this moment, Future Ketone is gonna be like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Yeah, he's gonna be rolling in his bed, cringing his ass off. Fail and fail better. Good luck. Good luck. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Suck mentioned. I'll call it a night. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much. Great info on this. Have a great time. Have a great night. Thank you. Everyone starts from somewhere. Exactly. Who's 10? Shut up. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Here we go. Yeah. So, also, another bit of advice as well. Another bit of advice as well is that before you spend any amount of money into VTubing, for the absolute love of God, fucking go live once. Please go live once. Do not blow $3,000 on a new PC, new model, $5,000 on a new model, like art rig, everything. Please stream, just stream once. Stream once and see if you like it. Because I've seen people, they've spent months, they've put 6 months together, or I've got a really good PC, I've got an amazing model, 500 toggles, amazing. And then they stream maybe for a week, and they realize that they don't like it. And they quit. They fucking quit. So I'm gonna save you the trouble and pain of spending thousands and thousands of dollars. Do not buy stuff for VTubing unless you have streamed once. And yeah, there you go. That is the advice on how to become a VTuber from yours truly. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? In fact, actually, I didn't even include this slide here. I forgot to include a slide. Wait, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this here. I'm gonna create a new slide on stream because we are very unprofessional here. We're extremely unprofessional. Hang on. Okay. Yes. Yes. There we go. There we go. We've gotten to the part of the stream now where we have Q&A. So all the questions that you guys have been saving up for the last 2 hours. You guys have any questions? Did you see I redeemed Bopper, right? Fuck you. All right. I'll draw you at the end then. Wrote it all down? Perfect. All right. There's going to be a pop quiz next stream. If I were to stream VTuber or not, if I ever play a game with any of my IRL close friends, we accidentally dox each other left and right. Yeah, that's also a thing as well that I had to overcome. So I'm German. Would you recommend streaming in native language or English? So that was a question actually that my German friends who got me into VTubing, that was a question that they were kind of tossing between. And it kind of depends. It kind of depends. Obviously with English, there are a lot of English streamers, but you have access to obviously more people. If you are a German streamer, you might make it very big for like a German VTuber, which I mean will also be big for like regular stream as well. Because I know some German VTubers that average 400 to 1,000 viewers, which is a lot. Do not get me wrong, 400 to 1,000 is you're in the top 0.00001% of streamers. in that bracket. When you're in like 400 to 1,000 viewers, you're in that very, very small bracket, and you're considered big. I think you're considered a big streamer. So you can do that, but obviously keep in mind that your audience will be tailored towards more a German audience. Which you can make your niche that way if that's how you want to do it. Obviously, with an English speaking, you have to compete against other English speaking ones, and etc., etc., etc. But yeah, it's kind of like, do you want to be like big fish, small pond, or do you want to be small fish in a bigger pond, I guess, or maybe big fish in a bigger pond? You know, it's Kiri Kitty and Roy Retro. How you guys doing today? Welcome in. How you guys doing? Yeah, that's my note on that. If you want to stream in your native language. I've got a question. Can you explain everything again? Fuck you. No, you guys can just watch back the stream. Just watch back the stream if you guys want this. Who inspired you out of the VTuber community? It would actually be my friend Laffy, who, if I can find a slide with them earlier, this one here. This one here. They don't look like this anymore, the pink hair one. But they definitely were one of the people that inspired me to start. Yeah. I think this is a serious question, but question, Kit. How do you usually balance your life, work, and VTubing life together and make it work? Any tips and tricks to getting past daily issues, struggles, and if any, and preventing any from occurring? I think just having a schedule. I think because my schedule at least. My first schedule at least. Thank you for shouting. Thank you for shouting, Laffy. I miss you. I know, right? What's it called? I've got a schedule. I'm always like. I mean, usually my Wednesdays are free from work, so I can stream late on Tuesday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, because I'm free. Hence why we're live here on a Saturday night. So it's just how would you normally plan your day out, kind of thing? Would you like I don't suppose you'll go out late night drinking on a Monday night when you have work the next day? Am I late? You are late. This is the Q&A. This is the final slide. Oh. But yeah. No recap? Such a shame. Okay, we can do a speed run of a recap if you guys really want. Okay, let's jump back to slide 1 then. All right, let's jump back to slide 1. All right. Close your eyes, chat. Close your eyes. I'm going to do a fucking speed run. All right, here we go. All right, how to be a VTuber. Guide to everything. Let's start. Okay, first steps. Write down your goals for the year. It can be wholesome or it can be selfish goals. Write down 3 content creators that you also want to emulate. Start right now. Okay. I know next slide here says 2 minutes. We are going to be doing it in 30 seconds. Start writing down right now. 30 seconds. You guys got 30 seconds to write down your top 3 content creators and the goals that you want to achieve as a VTuber. They can be as holistic and wholesome as you want it to be. Like, I want to create a nice, wholesome community that I can hang out with. Or they can be as selfish, like you want to be bigger than iMouse. Best tip on how to become a VTuber? Just don't. So true. Can we get a shout for Yun, please? How's it going, mate? All right. Done. All right, and this is the next part. I say, if you haven't written down your goals, quit. Fucking quit. Because if you haven't written down your goals and your inspirations, you are not taking this seriously enough to continue, or at least to turn this into a side gig, job, whatever, in my opinion. In my opinion. Here are my goals. You guys can look at it. I've written down people. I've also, in my inspiration, I've got Ludwig and CDog VA. There's also some other people. I've censored out the people on my 2026 list because there are a bunch of people that I know, or at least, you know, my peers, and I didn't want to put them on blast by having them in my goals list. And yeah, I don't want them to know that I think about them all the time. Anyway, where to start? Think of a name, the type of VTuber that you want, content. In terms of type of VTuber, you might be limited with the amount of pre-mades or customs, whatever you want. Let's go. No free advertising for anyone, for real. No, I just didn't want to put them on the spot. Next one here. There's 3 ways to get a VTuber model. Customizing is really expensive. Customizables and pre-mades is moderately okay. It's cheaper. And PNG tubing, cheapest. Next one. Here we go. Custom model, really expensive. Most customizable, you have to talk to people. That sucks. The equipment required is camera, iPhone, and computer. Next one. You also might need a character design as well. All right, next slide. Let's go. This is my character design, and then eventually got turned into my VTuber model. Next slide. Going to rigging the model. This is basically the movement of the model. Look at it move. Look at that movement going on right now. Is making people happy a goal? Yes, 100% it is. But a day off is a day off. Oh, that's good, Momo. I hope you do feel better soon. I blinked and forgot to hear. Can you repeat? This is the design. You have to get a designer. You have to get the person to draw the art for the model. Then you have to draw, and then you have to pay someone to move the model. Okay, next one. Customizable and pre-made. There are many options. They're relatively cheaper, so instead of spending thousands of dollars, you can spend like $10. It gives the VTuber, the full VTuber experience, quote unquote, and there is some equipment required. That should be a con, actually. No. It's actually, yeah, you just need a webcam, really. That's not really a pro, it's just whatever. Okay, here we go. Page. Yeah, that's right. I drew you. Okay, so here are some examples of some customizables. We got the Prism one, we got the Jenny one, and then we got this one here. I forgot what this one here is called. This one here has been used by a lot of the guys. Middle one was the grandmother of all pre-mades, and the one on the left is my favorite one, which is the Prism one. Next one, here we go. So we've got Chio, we got Lady Maeve, and we got Tobarino. These are all some of the examples that from left to right is also the same left to right. Check out Lady Maeve as well. She's in the chat. She's one of my mods. She's amazing. Really, really cool. Anyway, next slide here. Turn measure. All right. These pre-mades. You can check out all these sites here. VGen, Booth, Etsy, Nazima, and you should be able to find a model for relatively cheap. Maybe $10, maybe $20, maybe $100, but that's still better than spending $3,000. Next slide here. Move on. PNG Tuber. There's other ways here. There's some cheap options, very entry level, not as customizable, but they are certainly pretty good. The setup for it is pretty low. All you need is a microphone. There's no camera required at all, and there's paid and free options. Next slide. Moving on. There's no example because fuck you. No, I'm just joking. This an example. It just lights up like this. Yep. So we're just gonna be talking like this, and it lights up. Okay, moving on. Next slide. So there is another option as well. If these three do not cut your budget, this last one here will definitely be in your budget because it costs $0. It's called Make It Yourself. But the cost of it will be your time and your sanity. This one here, it can cost the least amount of dollars, but is extremely time consuming. You have to draw everything yourself, you have to rig everything yourself, you have to fucking do everything yourself. This is the ultimate creative freedom, but it will also suck the life out of you and consume you. Okay, next one here, the Make It Yourself. You can do by Picrew, you can go Vero, which is like a 3D one, which there's many options there to customize your model, make it how you like. It's a bit like the other customizables, except this one is free. And there's also Microsoft Paint. If you want to draw your own PNG tuber, be my guest. Go for it. Right there. Equipment-wise. All right. So we got the camera and iPhone. This is mainly for those people that are... Now I know what Kit sounds like when he's hyped on sugar. This is the equipment. This is the camera and iPhone. This is for if you have tracking, if you have a VTuber model. That's for your face, to move it around and talk. You also need a microphone. Is that the Vero model from Unico? It is. It is. The microphone. You will need a microphone, else people will not be able to talk to, or else you will not be able to talk to people. In my humble opinion, I should have mentioned this before. In my opinion, having something that sounds good, having a decent microphone, it doesn't even have to be good, but having a decent microphone goes a long way. No one wants to come into stream and the first thing they hear is this. Okay, no one wants to come in stream and hear that. A good microphone goes a long way, or even a decent sounding one. And you will need your streaming device, which will be probably a laptop or a computer, a PC. How's it going, Hero? How you going, mate? And my final advice is to be brave. Set a time for you to start streaming. Make your Twitch account and set a day that you will go live. Do it. Do not get caught up in numbers. You will be unhappy. You will burn out. You will give up. Me and many other creators have experienced it. So do it for the love of the game and for fun. And when you start, you will suck. Hell, I even suck right now. I suck. if I look back in a few years' time, I'm gonna look back at this moment and realize, Jesus Christ, Ketone, what the fuck have you done? You will suck, but you will try again and keep trying better. Fail and fail better. Good luck. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Now, here we go. Q&A. Here we go. Speak for yourself. That would be peak. What if you don't suck? I know, right? True. True. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, sorry, Erica, welcome in. Sorry, I was in a rant as well. Sorry about that. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. My name is Ketone. For those that are new here, I'm a singer-songwriter from Australia, and sometimes I play games, and sometimes I yap, or most of the time I yap, and sometimes as well, you know, we sing songs, play games, and have a good time. This is old man. Go share my notes with my friends. Sure. Igsa, I don't know how to say your name, but welcome in. How you doing today? So what do you suck exactly? Your cock. What is a starter kit of equipment you recommend? Microphone, laptop or computer? Sorry, laptop or computer or PC, microphone and webcam. That's it. That's it. That's all you need. The barrier of entry is very low. It is very low. The barrier of entry is very low. Yuki Farnow, that's completely fine. That's a good name. You've got, I'm going to assume the Farnow is your last name. Is that right? Or is that one name? I mean, like, specific one you use. Oh, specific ones. I'm probably not the right person to talk about specifics, because when I started, so I was very fortunate that when I started VTubing, so before I started VTubing, I was already a musician and I've been doing music for a long time. So I already had the microphone and an okay computer, pretty decent computer. How do you make a VTuber? Well, I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked that. You probably have to draw and rig it. But yeah, if you the VOD for the stream will be up. It will also be up on my YouTube as well if you want to go back, because I've got 25 slides of just absolute pure knowledge right here. So you have to probably watch the VOD because I've gone into so much depth on how to do it. All right, rewind stream. You just need to start streaming. Yes, as well. One of the things that I've seen a lot as well is people get into the fear of like, oh, like, should I get everything ready before I do my first stream? No, don't fucking do that. Just do not fucking do that. Stream once. Even if it's just a picture of an anime girl or guy in the corner of the screen, just stream once. I beg of you to stream once before you start spending money into stream. Because I've seen some people start and they absolutely hate it. They start and they don't really enjoy the whole like looking at chat and playing the game, looking at chat, playing a game. And they realize that it's not for them and they just wasted $6,000. So please don't do that. Be smart with your money and your time. Well, if you don't have an iPhone, you can use a webcam. So just a laptop, decent mic, and iPhone, and that's it. You don't need an iPhone. You can just use a webcam if you want, like a $20 webcam, like $10 webcam. Everyone sub to support and see if Kit plays last and made outfit. So true. That's so true. I think I saw someone. Does anyone have any other questions about me? About how to become a VTuber or how to become about stuff. I don't mind yapping for the next hour or two. Do you need a webcam if you use PNG? No, not at all. Nope. Yeah, this has been a really, really insightful stream. It's really cool. I love doing this. What's it? For family gatherings, get me out of here. It's so loud. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ewan. I hope I hope you're able to find a nice quiet corner. What's my favorite part of streaming? I think talking to you guys, honestly. Like my girlfriend asked me recently, Oh no, she asked me yesterday how was stream, and I told her. I told her like, oh yeah, like she was like, oh, you play Liza P, right? How did that go? I was like, oh yeah, you know, the game is like, it's fine, it's whatever. But I think mainly the fun part is just talking to you guys. Val, oh my god, hi, haven't seen you in a long time. How's it going? How you guys doing? Question: streaming platform play an important role to how you grow your channel, or can you try streaming on all platforms and see how it rolls? That's a really good question. I've seen people say don't multi-stream, and I've seen people say multi-stream, and there are definitely pros and cons to streaming on certain sites. In my opinion, Twitch is the best site to stream on, because as some people say, oh, Twitch doesn't have any discoverability. That is true, but at the same time, it kind of, like, if you look at the mechanics of how a stream works and, you know, what you would promote, obviously, this is going to sound really harsh, but just think of it from like a Twitch point of view. Would you rather promote someone that has 30,000 streams, 30,000 viewers and is racking in a lot of money versus like someone that has 0 viewers? I know that sounds extremely harsh, but it kind of makes a little bit of sense. So you kind of, however, Twitch does have the best viewing experience for you guys. It has the best streaming experience for me, at least, because there's so much. They have streamlined everything so that if I want something to you know, if I need to quickly turn chat into sub-only mode to stop like a hate raid, then it has that. YouTube doesn't have these kind of mechanisms that make the streamer's life easier. And as well, the chatting experience as well is also not that good, in my opinion, for YouTube. There might be some emotes and stuff, but for the most part, it is pretty bare bones. I do recommend to maybe multi-stream, and you can sort of try to build a platform up on both sides. So the platform just wants to ensure the viewers stay on the website app for as long as possible, and the VCAT gives them a guide. 100%, yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, if you think about it if you're Twitch, right? If you're Twitch, would you promote someone that no one is watching, or would you think that you should promote someone that is holding a large audience? You would usually promote the person that is holding a large audience. But maybe that's just me being very, what's the word? Cynical. Twitch has the redeems and the emotes. Exactly. Like, for example, the whole channel point system that you guys love, that thing does not exist on YouTube. It doesn't exist. So the whole channel point system is really good because it sort of incentivizes people to stay, and so that, like, that's why having cool redeems and stuff is also kind of important as well. Mickey, the questioner, if you want a community to talk to, just be there, at least for having some people to enjoy your content, what's the best ways that you'll find making that accomplishable? That is really good. That's a really good question. And I might answer that with a bit of a story. I guess a story, an analogy, I think. Not really, it makes a lot of sense. I'm glad. We have it, kinda. Yeah, I'm going to be here on YouTube. Thank you for watching me on YouTube. I'm trying to boost my YouTube watch time. In fact, actually, speaking of YouTube, I've got a new video coming out next week for YouTube. Very excited for that. Anyway, there you go, shameless plug. So I'm gonna answer your question, Mickey, with a bit of an if I can talk, with a bit of an analogy. Thanks, babe. So my goal for VTubing my first goal for VTubing was to create music and content that resonates with people. That was my number one reason for starting. The secondary reason is now I want to make it a viable side hustle kind of thing where I can make a reasonable income from it. But my main primary goal for VTubing has always been, I want to make stuff that people like, and songs that people will like. I want to make songs that people listen to and go like, fuck man, that kind of hits in the right spot. So that was like my goal, and on the way I was able to build up a nice community of you guys here that are here chatting and talking, and you know, and it's really cool that I get to talk to people from all over the world. So the best way to, I guess, start with that, I think a Discord server as well is also really, really, really valuable. I think it's really valuable to have. Even like, I remember maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I had a Discord server, but it was pretty dead quiet. It was pretty dead quiet. And in all fairness, it was also my fault because I didn't really put that much effort into fostering. And you know, I'm talking to you guys in the server every day. I will message I will message you guys and my community inside the server every day without fail. I've not failed messaging you guys for the last year, I reckon. So I think that's the best way to foster a community is to be active with it and try to say hi and talk. Ezekiel, also, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How do you know your tags do you put well on Twitch or on any platform, but specifically Twitch? Just put tags that relate to you, I think. Probably don't spam too many of them, but I just put tag. I mean, I think I've got a tag on my Twitch called feet, I think. It's literally just called feet. Yeah. I just think put ones that relate to you, like VTuber, music, singing, or those ones are for me. Australian, that's another one. Oh, you love us. I do. Yeah. But I don't think getting into the whole meta, what's it called? Meta learning, or like the meta info on that really helps. It will help, like, obviously pick the right game category and stuff. But that part is not so much important as to like you being on camera. Put the ones that relate to you, like feet. Yeah, fair enough. That's one as well. Kit, from one of the earlier slides of PP PowerPoint, you are my idol. Oh, thank you. I'm very, very chuffed. Does anyone have any questions as well? Careful, the clock app doesn't like mentioning feet. Good thing I'm not streaming there. Good thing I'm not streaming there anymore. Yeah. Can you expand on how much effort you put into other platforms? Oh, really good question. So that's a really good question. So the main sites that you should think about, they are obviously Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I think those are like the main 5 that as a VTuber. Twitter, I'll start with Twitter because that's the account that I made first. Twitter is really good for networking. That's where all the VTubers are. If you want to see what's going on in the community or what's happening, that's like, it's basically like news for VTubers there. First time. Yeah, so that's one of them. Really good to network. I've made lots of connections, especially in my early days of VTubing on Twitter, because you'll see what people do, and then like usually it'll be like offline content, right? And then you say, hi, I really like this art you drew, or I really like this funny moment that happened on stream and stuff. And that's one way that you can sort of get your name out there, by just saying hi, and obviously making cool shit. No, making cool shit yourself. Second thing was probably my Twitch account, I think. Twitch, I think, is one of the best streaming sites there. I think there's just a plentiful amount of resources that streamers and viewers alike can, what's the word? Yeah, streamers and viewers alike that can just use. And it just works for the most part. I think it's really good. Obviously, people like to shit on Twitch. Oh, fucking Twitch, XYZ. But let's not kid ourselves. Twitch genuinely is the best site for streaming and for the viewers. There's just so much stuff. I think also how it gamifies certain things, like, you know, like follow goals, sub goals, and all that, or like, you know, hype trains. The way that they've gamified the whole ecosystem is really good for both streamer and viewer. other stuff as well. What else to say? TikTok and Instagram. No, let's start with YouTube first. YouTube is also really good. Some VTubers primarily stream on YouTube. You might think of things like the Hollow Live people. You know how they always stream on YouTube? I've seen other VTubers as well also purely stream on YouTube. And that is also completely viable as well. In fact, YouTube is also really, really good. I might make another stream. Have a great night, Yuki. Thank you for coming by. YouTube is really good because if you can build your YouTube videos there, yeah, if you can like upload YouTube videos and blow up from there, then your streams will inevitably also gain traction as well, and you kind of build the single community in one place. But then again, obviously the live streaming on YouTube is not as good. I have a question. Yeah, sure, shoot. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, YouTube can be good. Like, a thing that my inspiration Ludwig said is that no one has blown up from a stream. No one has blown up from a stream, so to speak. But people have blown up from YouTube videos. For example, there was that one guy. I think his name is Annie Austin. He did like stuff like, oh, where do all the rivers flow in Skyrim and stuff like that. It's like dumb gaming videos. I have a question. How does it feel to be a Thalmos for a Skyrim reference there? Can I raise a question? Yes, 100%. Yes, please do. Please do. Yeah. So you can build up your audience in on YouTube, and then your YouTube audience will also see your streams there as well, which is completely fine as well. That's also really, really good. I'm trying to think as well. Yeah, if you upload videos to YouTube and it blows up, then you'll be laughing, I think, in my opinion. The other sites as well, TikTok and Instagram. So TikTok and Instagram are fairly new endeavors for me. But I say fairly new, but it's been about a year and a month since I started, or maybe a year and 2 months actually, since I properly gave it a go. I think if you do want to be going from 0 to discovered, you have to, I cannot stress this enough, upload content there. Upload content to Twitter, to Instagram. Actually, just fucking upload it everywhere. Upload it everywhere. Because if you have a post that does really well, it will bring people over to your streaming. In fact, the thing that changed it for me was my VTuber introduction video, which I think most of you guys have discovered me from, right? Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? I think most of you guys know me from my VTuber introduction video. That single video in itself shot me up 1,000 followers in the space of about 3 days. It shot me up about 1,000 followers in about 3 days. And it also shot my average viewer count from 12 to 50 overnight. Pretty much overnight. Which is like it's quite like holy shit kind of thing. Q&A, how's it going, expert? How you doing? What's your favorite vegetable? Yeah, I find you present VTuber. Oh, really? No way. Yeah. So if you have a clip that does well, then you should try to clip it, send it out to everywhere, and then more people come to your stream. The magic moment happens again, and then you just try to keep recreating that magic over and over and over. It's like a self-feeding cycle. Okay, so, and I think that's the same for Instagram as well. Yeah. What's your advice for something you shouldn't do when you first started? Oh, I don't know. That's a really good one. The advice that I can give is learn how to talk to yourself. Learn how to talk to yourself. Do not rely on chat to what's the word? To carry the conversation. learn how to talk your mind and say, like, I've played games like Lives of P, right, where I'm like, all right, guys, I'm near, like, if there's no one saying anything in chat, I go like, all right, cool, I want to do this in the game, or I want to aim towards this, and try to keep that going. Or maybe I'll try to, you know, like, I'll talk about what, like, try to do what Let's Players did 15 years ago. How do you balance doing requests from chat asking you to play the game versus versus play games that only interest you? Where do you actually draw the line and how to deal with it? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Give me a moment to think about that one. That's a really good one. I mean, it depends. So one of my pet peeves, which I haven't talked about actually, which I'm gonna bring it up here, guys. I'm gonna bring it up. One of my pet peeves for streaming is whenever someone in my chat goes, play this game, or play this song, or listen to this song on stream, and that thing, it kind of like I don't show it, but that stuff triggers the fuck out of me, because it's not like a oh, can you please do this, or can you, it's not like a question, they're just kind of demanding it. I'm like, okay. Right, okay. So okay, yeah, there you go. A hidden secret for you guys. So if you guys want things to be, what's the word? If you guys want things to fly to the streamer better, try to, you know, ask for things and not so much just like shout, fucking listen to Blue by Young Kai. I'm like, oh my god, this is the fourth time you asked me this. So yeah, it does PMO a little bit, but you know, I think I hopefully tried to do a good job at hiding it. Ginger Weasley, how's it going, mate? Welcome in. How you doing? How's it going? Do you have any questions on how to become a VTuber? Yeah, can I pet the dino? Yes, you can. Good, you can try. But the best way that I can deal with it in terms of how I deal, I just say like if you want me to see it, I'll see it after stream, or you know, or maybe I'll check it out, kind of thing. If the game interests me enough, I will check it out. For example, like Resident Evil Requiem. You guys have been asking me to play a horror game for fucking months now, and like Resident Evil was a game that I was like, I'm a fucking bitch, right? I can't play horror games to save my life, but if I check it out enough, I would definitely, if I like it enough, then I would definitely check it out. And what's the word? And eventually, actually, Blake in chat, if he's still here, got me the game. He got me 4 fucking Resident Evil games, which is insane. Yeah. I didn't make it on time. That's all good. Oh, guys, don't worry. There'll be a VOD. Question, as a first-time streamer, can I put BGM without worrying about copyright? Maybe. Depends how low you have the volume, maybe. RE4 isn't a horror game, is it not? Question, how did you find the idea to be a dino VTuber? I just really like dinos, and I always had the idea of having a dino. I mean, my first model was literally me with a dinosaur. So when I got my 2.0 design, I just pushed that further and was like, all right, we are going to commit to having the dinosaur design. I think it's best when a VTuber is connected to their viewers. Yeah, definitely. I think community is something that is really, what's the word? Community is really not underappreciated, but undervalued. Because some streamers, like, and I'm the same as well. I do want to try to keep a very, not formal, but, you know, a strict streamer to viewer relationship. So that's why I've got rules in my server saying don't message me, don't add me as a friend. But, you know, I will hang out with you guys in the server when we're like casual chatting inside like a call, and all that stuff. Yeah. So I think community in that kind of sense, but obviously have boundaries. I have multiple download related stuff. That's so cool, Ginger. That's so cool. Look at the separating audios on OBS. Yeah, that's also nice as well. How do you ask someone for a collab? So that is something that I need to also learn as well as myself. But usually, if you're mutuals with someone, if you follow each other on like Twitter or Twitch and stuff, you can probably just ask, hey, you know, we sort of play similar games, or you fit, like, I really like your vibe. Would you be open to playing some games off stream? Start with off stream first. Like, you can throw the let's play it on stream, but I always say let's play it off stream first. Because I had a collab this was like my first year of VTubing. I had a collab. I'm not gonna name names, but they're not VTuber anymore. I had a collab where we were going to play Apex, right? And they had some side thing in their chat. It was like a gambling roulette wheel or something inside their chat, and it wasn't working. So they would literally pause the collab for about 15 minutes to fix that, and we're like, it's kind of a bit cringe to stop the flow of stream to fix your thing for something that's like not like a vital thing, in my opinion. They tried to fix a non-vital thing in a collab. Slow chat is better than fast chat. Fast chat is it can be overwhelming. I totally get that. But yeah, that's a really good question. Does anyone else have a question? As for first streamer copyright, just try to separate your audios. You have to search up on how to do that. We gotta smack the camera and go top of the morning tea. Yeah, I know, right? So true. Hi, my name is Kit Plyer, and today we are gamers. Oh my goodness, here we go. Boundaries is very important as a streamer, I think, because it's very easy for people to come into your chat and be like, oh, do this, do that, and if you said yes to everything, then you will not be able to do your thing, I think. Yeah. Christian, what makes you want to be a VTuber instead of a regular streamer? Me not having to do my hair or even wear clothes when I go live. Hey, I could have been naked this entire time. You guys wouldn't know. Can I ask a question about my avatar? Yeah, shoot, go for it. I'll see if I can answer it to my best of my ability. In Arifo, you play as a super hot, caked up Leon Kennedy, German suplexing grandmas and grandhouse kicking everyone. True. I should really play that at some point. Why VTube in the first place? I mean, it's a way to be able to stream and not have to show your face. I'm not very camera shy. I mean, evidently not if I'm doing a fucking made outfit stream. I'm not very camera shy, but that's just how I started out, and I kind of like it. I've also shown my face on stream like multiple times as well. Some people do it for different reasons. Maybe they are camera shy. Maybe they prefer, having an avatar instead. And that's completely fine. Their reasons are their reasons. Preach. Are you there? Wait. Did you have any questions as well? Maeve or She Glamorous? I think She Glamorous had a question, but I might have breezed over it. Anyone have any questions? Anyone? Hello. We are Boo. How's it going, Eskimo? How you doing today? You sound eerily trustable. Maybe even frightening so. Thank you. I did try to, have a little bit of the bright energy going. Austrian Little Rider, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Do you think it's a good idea to be full ounce of humanoid like most VTubers, or should I be humanoid? That's completely up to you. On that. I expect the pair of you see from other videos. Oh, yeah, okay. And you press covered. Yeah. I think, honestly, uploading your stuff to different sites is the best way to... Because Twitch itself, if you have 1, 2, 3 viewers and you're at the bottom of, like, a game category, no one's going to find you. Like, it would be very rare, unless one of your friends raids into you with 70 viewers or whatever, no one's going to find you. So, the best thing to do with this is you have to post your stuff to sites that it puts it out to other people. That's my advice. Please do that. Ivan, how do you get over the quiet periods when no one's talking in chat? That's a really good question. And this is the advice that I give to Steve. My mod Steve, I'm not sure if he wants me to share this, but he was like, obviously everyone, myself included, 100%, prefers when there's people in chat so that, I can talk to you guys, I can bounce off left, right, left, right, center, talk about dicks, talk about feet, all that good stuff. But obviously there has also been moments, even for me in like recent I won't say recent streams, but maybe recent months, that when chat is quiet, you have to find ways to fill that space. Because anyone at any point could click onto your stream, and if they click on your stream and all that's going on is this. Oh. Oh. Oh, damn, he got me. It's a little bit of a, what's the word? It kind of goes a bit like, oh, a bit. So the best advice that I can give is that, okay, I need to also do this advice here as well. Yes, the manga village noise, exactly. You have to try to keep your mouth talking. Just keep going. I will always go like, oh, I had this food today, or I'm really craving this, or like, my goal in Minecraft today is to get a pickaxe and get some wood, or like, oh fuck, they've got Venom on the team, I should probably switch out to something else, or like try just to keep your mouth going. Ollie the puppy dog, welcome in. How you guys doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. Can we please get a shout out for Ollie? I'm going to throw this question out. How do you keep wanting to continue when you start out and nobody really watches? That's a really good one. That's a really good question. Okay, I'll answer that question in just a moment. I'll just finish off with the trying to keep talking one. Yeah. The thing that I like to do, at least this one helped me out a lot, was when someone in chat mentions anything, like for example, let's say, also, okay, so like Minecraft, like TJX in chat said, oh yes, the Minecraft villager noises. I would think, okay, Minecraft, and then I would try to make a tree diagram in my mind of what I can talk about in Minecraft. I can talk about, oh yeah, this last thing I built in Minecraft, it was a big Japanese castle. And then I could also think about, oh yeah, this castle took me fucking forever to build, and it took me so many resources to build. And I'll just keep yapping and yapping, running my mouth, and I would not shut the fuck up about, even about Minecraft for as long as I can, until I've exhausted every single dialogue branch about Minecraft. Oh, good. My autism would make that very easy. That's good. Ollie, how was your stream as well? How was Roblox? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. If you need to raid and rest after your stream, please feel free to. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're just talking about how to be a VTuber. MikaTube, how's it going? Can we please get a shout out for Mika as well, please? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I think I covered most of it. I think I've covered most of that. Yeah, just try to talk about, or even better guys, try to write down things that happened in your day or happened in your week, and then I will have that next to me as I stream. And then if chat gets quiet, I look at it and go, okay, I had curry today, and I'm going to talk about curry for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Or like talk about food, like, oh, I had curry today, but I'm kind of craving sushi tomorrow. That kind of stuff. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? How's it going, Mika? How you doing today? Yeah, I've kind of gone into a little bit of Japanese right now. Okay, so I think that's. Do you have any more questions about that, Maeve? Unless can I drop some knowledge? Welcome to my garage. Do you know what's better than materialistic stuff? Knowledge. How do you keep wanting to continue and start it when nobody really watches? That's a really good question. That is a really good question. I think streaming with someone to start is really good. That's how I started, at least. My first stream ever, it was a collab with four other people. And yeah, so that's how I started. I think talking with other people, talking to other people in your stream, like a collab, like playing Phasmophobia together, is a really good way to get the groove. I'm good. These are really good tips. I'm so glad. If you have any questions as well, please feel free to. But yeah, really appreciate it. A man using a man VTuber, insanely rare. Is that rare? I thought that there'd be quite a few, to be honest. But hey, thank you so much for the follow, typical guy. Thank you. But yeah, I think if you're starting out, maybe try to stream with a friend or a group of friends and try to like test the waters that way. I mean, that's how I started. And I mean, at least you, like, even if chat is quiet and no one is watching, you're having fun with your friends. That's like the main thing. I will also give a word of caution as well. I was very much in this camp when I started out in my first year. For the first few months, I only play games with people. I only played games with friends, or at that time it was my ex. And that was, yeah, that was really cool. Like, and that kind of gets you into the kind of mood of talking. And it, yeah, even if chat is quiet, you can just talk to your friend. And yeah, I'm just trying to think what else to expand on about that, because I feel like I've got so much to say about that. Oh yeah, so I would only do collabs when I first started, but in my opinion, be careful with how many times you do collabs. This might be getting into like really deep into the how to make the sausage kind of thing. Because if you do only purely collabs, I think your viewership fluctuates like crazy. Because then sometimes people aren't there for you; they're there for like the collab or who you're with. Which I mean is completely fine if that's how you would like to run things. But yeah, I like people being here because they like what I have to say and what I talk about. But you know, maybe that's just me getting into the how to make the sausage kind of things. The amount of times I've clicked on the stream with a female VTuber and they were a man, is that actually that's kind of weird. Interesting. Yeah. Remember, there are lurkers. Not everyone wants to chat. Exactly as well. Some people like to just watch. Yes. Oh, okay. One of the things I've seen new people say, which makes me cringe my testicles into dust, and I want to leave the stream immediately, is, oh my god, I've got to tell you guys my worst collab moment. Yeah. Okay. So I did this collab 4 or 5 years ago. It makes me cringe my testicles into dust. It was really that bad. I was in a collab with someone. It was 10 viewers, and you know that's completely fine because you know, like, he was just starting out. He was 10 viewers, but no one was chatting, and he had me on for a interview. He had me on for like an interview because I wouldn't say I was very experienced, but I was, you know, a little bit ahead. So he wanted to interview me and stuff. He brought me on. Had an audience of 10, 15 people. And then what he said was, oh, chat was quiet. And he goes, what? There's like 10 people watching. Why is no one typing in chat? And I wanted to fucking leave that collab so fast. That makes me, like, calling out people to type in chat, like in the way that happens. It made me want to leave that fucking collab immediately. It was terrible. It is so cringe. It's so cringe. It's, oh my god. I still recall it. That genuinely, I've had a few bad collabs, which is why, this is why I say, if you want to ask for collabs, ask to hang out with them off stream first. Because with off stream, if you hang with them off stream, you can catch their vibe, you can see how they go, you can see how they operate, the kind of jokes they make, and you can sort of get the vibe. And you don't come across as someone that's like trying to smooch off their viewers or something, kind of thing. I know that's a very cynical way to look at it. Very cynical way to look at it. It's, how's it going at CNA? Welcome in on YouTube. It's a very cynical way to look at it, but I never want to come across as to any of my friends that I want to smooch off their viewers or their fame or whatever. So I will always ask them if they want to hang out. We can play some Valorant, we can play some League of Legends. We can just hang out off stream and just, you know, get a vibe check, you know? That is the best way to ask for collabs. We love you, lurkers. Yes, we love you, lurkers. So rude and tired. Yeah. Calling out lurkers is not the way to go. Yeah, especially like sometimes, like this is what I do. Like, I do quote unquote call out lurkers, but I do it in a way it's like, all right, if you guys want a happy song, type 1. If you want a sad song, type 2, kind of thing. So if you are lurking and you want a happy song, then you're more than welcome to type. But mainly that's also for the main chatters to be like, all right, I want happy song, sad song, whatever. Do a second marble race or whatever, right? So that is like some behind the scenes on like how the sausage is made. There's also, I'm not sure if I wanted to say this aloud, but I've had someone on Twitter recently send me messages. I want to see if I can censor out their name. Do not, and I beg of you, do not do stuff like this. Oh god, yeah. Do not do stuff like this. I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot of someone in my Twitter DMs. This, which basically goes, "Hi, can we? Yes, can we be friends?" And then a little bit later, "Hi, Keto, I really amazed with your personality, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty nice stuff." And then third message, "Hi, Keto, please follow me back. Please follow me back." And I'm like, oh no. The thing with this kind of stuff is that I think if you guys want to collab with people, just make good shit. That's my opinion. Make good shit, and if I see it and I like it, I will follow you back. You made them sad. I made them sad. Yes, I made them sad. So don't message people saying, "Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends?" I mean, 100% shoot your shot, right? Shoot your shot 100%. Like, I'm not saying don't shoot your shot, but also try to shoot it in a more genuine way. Yeah. On mine, people type in chat, I would like to if they did, I'll never force anything on them. Yeah. Can't we be friends? Yeah. Basically said, "Hi, kid, you haven't responded to my last few messages." I know, right? I know, but yeah. In my opinion, I think you should just be professional. Yeah. I think, obviously, some people don't do VTubing professionally, but obviously some people do. You kind of have to tread carefully when interacting with other VTubers, because some people do it for the shits and gigs. Some people do it for pure hobby, but obviously, yeah, don't assume and try to approach it gently. Yeah, shoot your shot. Yeah, exactly. Shoot your shot, but don't push it, and respect other people's boundaries. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I used to be like scared to watch more than one VTuber because I didn't want to leave the stream for another sometimes. Oh, that's kind of wholesome. That's really wholesome. We must not ask to follow back. Low chance of follow back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You should say, "Nah, kid, you should be, can we be enemies?" That's a good opener. Hey, to be honest, that's a better opener than, "Hi, can we be friends?" Genuinely. Does anyone have any other questions for VTubing? That's such an ick. It is such an ick. Yeah. But there you go. Question, how do you find your own niches? I mean, just think about what the things that you like to do. If you like doing art, then that's your niche. Do art. A niche can be like a game. It could be a game genre. It could also be like music. That's my niche, at least. Or ask, what's your favorite vegetable? That's a good one. Like, it's also kind of immature of the person whether that's whoever messaged you. Like, you gotta understand that there's a chance that you won't respond. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't really know how to respond, so I was like, I'll just leave it. If all else fails, show toes. Yeah, that's a good fast track. I might actually, some of you guys ask questions on the Discord server. I might actually, did I miss the section on emotes and such? How important on emotes? That's a good question. How important are emotes? I mean, depends what what your goals are. I mean, emotes are good because obviously, you know, you guys spam emotes and there's a lot of really funny ones in there, like, you know, like dancing or the glow stick one. I think the glow stick one is one of like your guys' most used ones usually. because I do a lot of singing streams, so you guys use the glow sticks like crazy. Oh, we do have an ad break coming up. If you guys want to skip the ads, feel free to sub. If not, that's also all good. I'm probably just going to be doing more Q&A during the ad break. But what's the word? Yeah, so if you want access to ad-free viewing or the sub emotes, you can have like ones like this, like the point and laugh one. I mean, like emotes are really useful because, you know, they build a little bit of culture in your stream, if that makes sense. Like, for example, like May with the point and laugh one, or She Glamorous with the Omega Low, or the PP screaming one, or that one. Yeah, it builds culture. I think it builds culture, which is good. It's good. Negi-kun, it also, you know, incentivizes people to sub as well. You know, so if you guys want access to like the sub emotes, then feel free to sub, and you also get access, you know, that's completely up to you guys, whether or not. I'm so cultured, yeah. So it builds culture. So that is one thing. I'm trying to think of anything else. Is any other questions here? So I've been looking to create an OC and turn them into mods for maybe myself. How would I do so? That's a good one. Basically, you can start with either customizable models from like VGen or Etsy, Nazima, booth.fm. Oh, is it? No, booth.pm. Really good ones. Yeah. Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, don't apologize about asking questions. I have a question as a V singer. When you wanted to cover a song that needs to ask someone to collab with, what's the first thing you think or do? The first thing that I think of... no, the first thing that I think of when I ask someone to sing on the song with me is, am I friends with them? If the answer to that question is yes, then I will send them a message, say, hey, I've got this song. And also, try to be prepared when you ask someone for a collab. Be prepared. And when I say be prepared, I also mean to be like, all right, I want to ask this person for collab. I want to suggest that we do XYZ, or I want to do just this game. Let's do like a challenge run. Let's do X, like, try to, like, don't go up to someone and be like, hey, can we collab? And just have no plan whatsoever on what to do. That's a big mistake. I don't think you should do that. You should ask someone for collab with an intent or an idea in the game. Yeah, you should have an idea. Have a quick pitch. Imagine the swing with a how and now you smell like dick cheese sharks. Then GG. Then they're not your friend. Or maybe if they know they have dick cheese, then maybe they're too close of a friend. Yeah. Question, can I do a cover on YouTube without being copyright? Depends. If you make the instrumentals yourself, no. Then you won't get copyrighted. But if you rip the instrumentals from the original, or you do like the karaoke thing from YouTube, then yeah. Then you will get copyrighted. Yeah. So that goes for both singing and streams. If you want to collab with someone, pitch the game. Pitch the game and be prepared. Be prepared for you know, asking them, and be prepared to also get rejected. And if you do get rejected, don't start begging them for the collab, or like, you know, just say, okay, cool, that's fine. And then just move on with your fucking day. There's 1,001 reasons why this person won't collab with you. And I'm sure like most of them are not because they don't like you. How do you avoid being copyright? You have to make your own instrumentals, or hire someone to make your own instrumentals. If they don't respond, consider that a rejection. Yeah. Is the adult version of Can We Play Mermaid? What is Can We Play Mermaids? Question. Can I get did I answer the question? Which question was it? Sorry. Hang on. That's my entire plan. Hang on. Wait. What question was it? Sorry. I might missed it on accident. Oh, could I do yeah, but not overshare too much? I mean, just be careful. I think after doing VTubing for a while, I've gotten very good at kind of sharing, but as well, you know, stopping myself halfway through a sentence to reframe it and to not overshare. Yeah. You'll get good at it. I mean, there's been times where I accidentally said my name once, but if you overshare and you don't bring any attention to it, no one's gonna fucking pick you up on it. I promise you, like, I've said so much personal information about myself over the years, and as long as you don't go, oh my god, I said that, oh my god, then no one's gonna fucking care. I'm so fluent in Japanese that my mouth runs faster than my brain. That's why I stutter so much. And yeah, in Australia they are already mermaids. They just don't have to play. True, that's true. You said your name? Yeah, I've said my name multiple times on it. Yeah. For a second, I didn't see the dinosaur's mouth. I thought it was yeah, Japanese. That's right. Do you guys want a toy with your Yappy meal? I'm gonna ask someone to collab without any plans. Just the big idea. I mean, you can do that, but your mileage may vary on how successful it is. But yeah, just have an idea. Basically, when you play in the pool, you ask your friends to pretend to be mermaids. Oh, okay, yep. No one, like, literally, no one would notice it's a mistake unless you bring attention to it. This is why in music, right? If I sing and I fuck up a chord or something, if I don't say anything about it, no one will fucking know. Personal question: have you ever almost revealed something you shouldn't have, been close to, like accidentally saying a name of a very local business? No, I've not done anything like that. No, can't say I have. I don't think, from memory. I've said which. I mean, I'm in fucking Perth City, Western Australia. That's the only, like, I mean, that's common knowledge at this point. But yeah. That's probably as close as I can get. Someone asked in the Discord server, how do you find a trustworthy artist and rigger? My answer to that is to look at other VTubers that they have done, and you can either message those VTubers and ask them about their experience, or, you know, usually if someone has a lot of, like, if an artist has a lot of VTuber children, so to speak, then that's a good sign that they're reliable. What time is good to stream? Really good question. The good time to stream will have to be, it depends. It depends on your time zone and your audience. My time zone is predominantly European and America. That's like, I think that's where most of my audience comes from. And so you could tailor your time towards that kind of time zone, but I have always kept it to this time. Like, my time zone that I stream at is not ideal for America. It's not. It's like early morning or super early morning for America. Not ideal at all. But you should do the time which works to you, because then you'll cultivate your audience and your stream around that time. For example, if I was to start doing a stream that is predominantly for Americans, then my entire EU audience would not be here, I think. Which, I mean, it's completely up to you. You can probably do, like, mix and match, some in the morning, some in the evening kind of thing, if you have the time for that. I personally don't do that. I always have my time set, but, you know, that might change down the road. But yeah. Immersions also asked, does it feel more comfortable being a streamer knowing that it's not in your direct face on camera? Is there any sort of personality splits or overlaps? Okay, hang on, let's answer this question here. I guess so, because, I mean, there's like a layer of disconnect between, obviously I can emote and fucking, you know, I can, like, look at that. I can emote and show a lot of expression from already what, you know, like from my face tracking onto my model, which you guys now see. But yeah, there's obviously a layer of disconnect between my face and you guys, which, I mean, I guess it makes it a little bit more comfortable. But, Tech, thank you so much, Tech Washer. How you doing?
System
Long
says,
time no see.
Tech
How's it going,
Washer
mate?
has resumed for 9 months with message, Hi, Kit. I managed to catch a stream again. I might be late, though.
Welcome back, mate. Welcome back. How you doing today?
Hey, Tech Washer, with the 9-month resub and the message full of Dino cheer. Boppo says, Dino cheers to you for catching the stream. Better late than never in our Dino world. Your support warms our hearts and fuels our adventures. Let's keep the Dino fun rolling with laughter and joy. Dino resub celebration with gratitude.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I think what matters more than what time is consistent with a time. Yep, 100%. Yep, I agree. I have seen people, I've like my friends even, I've seen them like go from like no streams ever for like months, and then they're like, all right guys, I'm gonna lock into VTubing. I'm gonna stream for 8 hours a day for 7 days a week, or like they go from like 0 to like, all right, I'm gonna do streams for an entire week, and I'm like, no, don't fucking do that. Do not stream. Do not stream like for like every single day, going from 0 to hero, unless you can keep that up. And lo and behold, they did do that. They streamed. They didn't stream for like a month. Came back, streamed for 6 out of 7 days or something. Haven't streamed again. And like, no, don't do that. Maybe some stuff in their life stopped them from streaming the next week over and stuff. But in my opinion, try to do an amount that is consistent. The reason why I do 3 streams a week, the reason why is because it is enough that you guys see me often, but it's not so much that you guys get sick of me, kind of thing, if that makes sense. So it works for me as well, because I can spend the other 4 nights that I'm not streaming working on content like TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, Reels, Instagram, and YouTube videos, music and stuff. So you have to strike a balance between what you can do and what is, I think, optimal. Obviously, optimal is going to be different. If you're going to stream like 5 times a day, then you have to think about, am I going to be uploading shorts? Or if I'm not going to be uploading shorts, how am I going to get viewers? Or if I am going to be uploading shorts, then how do I have to pay an editor to edit for me and all that? You have to think of it logistically. So I do have an editor, but for a lot of the times, for a lot of my shorts actually, in recent at least, I make it myself. Consistency is key. Yeah, you have to be consistent. If 3 times a week is what you can do a week, do 3 times a week. If 2 times a week is all like that you can manage, do 2 times a week. 2 times is fine. You don't have to go. The days of going live for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and expecting to be as big as XQC and stuff are over. Those days are over. You can't get big from going live to 0 viewers for 12 hours a day. It's a waste of your time. Don't do it. It is an absolute waste of your fucking time to be streaming 12 hours a day, 7 days a week to 2 viewers. 2, 3, 0 viewers. It sounds so harsh. I understand it sounds insanely harsh, but use your time wisely or more valuably. Gotta go now, Momo. Have an amazing day, Momo. Thank you so much for coming by. It's time to Viva. Yeah, that's been a topic of discussion as of late. That has certainly been a topic of discussion. Yeah. Full-time job plus overtime. Yeah. Obviously, if you're full-time working, you have to also try to balance that out with streaming. It's not easy. It's not easy at all trying to work full-time and stream, because it's almost like a second job, which is it's also what I sort of treat VTubing as. I kind of treat it like a obviously I don't rock up on time to this, but you know, I try to take it very seriously in terms of like how I do streams and how I want to present myself, despite the scuff that happened at the start of today's stream. Okay, let's not talk about that. But yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? Because if not, we might wrap it up. Or if you guys have any more questions inside the Discord server, I can also answer it there. Or maybe another stream, I might be able to answer it. Even for colleges, it's difficult. Definitely, 100%. 100%. It is not easy. Yeah. I'm not sure how to ask this, but I tried to use Live 2 Cubism, but for some reason it won't start up. Is there a way to fix, or is there an alternative? Unfortunately, I'm not the right person to ask for that. I'm sorry. I have not rigged anything in my life. I am definitely the wrong person to ask for that. Is it a Bopper Rust time? I think so. I think it might be. Lyanna, how's it going? How you doing today? How are you doing? How you doing? All right. So. Actually, while I'm drawing this, do you guys have any other questions on what, on how to be a VTuber or how to start? Does anyone have any more questions before, like, actually, as we're doing a bit of art, I might as well, yeah, as I'm doing art, we might as well also just yap about this, and I can answer as I go on and on and on and on and on about stuff. Here you go. Shigaris, you can draw my model to tie into this stream. Hang on, let's see if I can. I'll just take a. I'll just have a really brief look at it, and then I'll go from memory. Here we go. It's very iconic to start a how to be a VTuber stream when technical difficult. I know, right? I know, right? Don't do what I did at the start. Which software do you use? I use VTube Studio. Actually, I didn't talk about software enough, actually. I use VTube Studio to do my stuff. Okay. All right. So, let's see if I got this. Keep in mind, guys, I'm very shit at drawing, so please bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Lock in. So, I'm gonna try to draw my viewer from memory. Shit, it's gonna... Okay. Shit, this is not it. Hang on, this is... Hang on. Let's start with the head. Alright, the head looks a bit... Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Head's like this. What drawing software is that? This is Photoshop. This is good old Photoshop. What are all the programs that you've got while streaming? That's a good question, actually. That's a really good question. I have... OBS. I have VTube Studio, Stream Labels, Shoost, Mix It Up, StreamerBot, and then for Boppo, I've got VTS Pog, and the Twitch throwing system. Excuse me. What's your political view on tea with sugar instead of honey? I don't mind either, to be honest. Depends on what kind of tea, I think. If it's like an English breakfast kind of tea, I'll go sugar. But if it's like a lemon tea, I'll go honey. It really just depends on the type of tea. Oh, hang on. How about this? Oh, wait, chat. Oh my god, look at this little... Look at this. Chat, are we cooking? I think we are cooking today. I'm gonna watch the VOD later. That's all good. That's all good. I have a question though. What's the first thing I should do as a VTuber if you don't have any very low budget and only have a phone, but you want to start streaming? Do you have a laptop? You have to have a laptop or computer. I don't think there's anything else that can replace those. Don't think a phone can. I don't think you can stream being a VTuber from a phone. They look. I look like they're screaming. They kind of do actually. I don't want to be political, but 4 sugars in tea. Do you want more sugar than tea? I'm so in. I'm so in. I really want to let it. That's all good, Tech. That's all good. All right. How are we doing, chat? How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty good. All things considered, not bad. Not bad at all. All right. So let me just draw a nose on you. Oh, actually, let's give him the ketone special, which is the One Piece smile. The One Piece special. There we go. Oh my god. It's looking great, Kit. Thanks, Cessa. Thank you. Even though you're just straight up lying to me, that's completely fine. That is completely fine. Okay, hang on. Get the draw. I think you have ears, right? I hope you have ears. If you don't have ears, then GG. I did a really quick glance at your model. Glance, not gramps. Glance at your model. And I'm trying to go off memory here. All right, let's draw some extra hair strands. Oh my god, Keto, you're fucking on fire, mate. Holy fuck, you're on fire today. Oh my goodness, golly me. And then you have a white shirt, right? Is it a white shirt with a little thing on it? Okay, so you got a white shirt. We're gonna draw the white shirt here. Okay. This looks like a Poppy Playtime monster, I'm not gonna lie. Chat, this looks like a Poppy Playtime monster. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. Jesus Christ. And then there's like a collar thing that you got going on here. Okay. And then your neck is gonna be like this. I'm sorry that your skin color is so pink. We don't discriminate here against anyone, including their pink skin color. Oh wow, who are you, Picasso? Thank you. I'm gonna bow here. Is there any way to combat not having great internet with VTube? Oh no. No. I would live with soft force and one of them plays Roblox every day. Unfortunately, you can try to turn down your internet settings, maybe. That might be the only way. Oh, you can try to lower the quality of your stream, maybe. But there's no really way around to bad internet, I think. You kind of need at least decent internet to start. Oh my god, you think I'm skinny? Tee. And then, oh, that's right, I forgot. You have a bow here. Okay, look at this nice bow. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. What do we do if I'm running on a microwave? Then you might have to upgrade to at least a better microwave. You might have to upgrade to one that can deep fry as well. Do Google the best bitrate for your setup. That's good. Yeah, actually, that's really good advice from Maeve. Yeah, search up what your speed is on SpeedNet. What's it called? Google.speednet, whatever. The speed test site. And follow that. I think this is it, right? For the most part, I think I've got most of the details. Don't ask me why one arm is thicker than the other. But I'm going to write your name here. Okay. Bingo, guys. I think we have absolutely fucking nailed it. Is there going to be a channel or the Discord for any more questions? Yeah. I'll probably do more questions in the suggestion. I'll probably put the thing inside there for the suggestions, but yeah, I'll put it inside suggestions and you guys can ask away. There we go. Signed away, guys. I'll send this as well inside the Discord server if anyone wants it. Sign it. Oh my god, here we go. Signed by. Here we go. There you go. Signed off. Signed off. Amazing. All right. So let's head back to the PowerPoint presentation here. Oh, not that one. Yeah. We're a keto masterpiece. I'll send it inside the Discord server later if you want it. So, any final Q&A before we close out for today? Final Q&A. Get it in now while it's hot. All right. Final chance, guys. Final chance. Does anyone have any final questions that they would like to ask? If not, you guys can also ask me inside the Discord server. I'm very active there. Very active there. Do you prefer dogs or cats? Dogs, all the way. How long should I set the distance between each break? Are we talking about break of what exactly? Break of like, are you going on holiday? Are you break between streams? Break during stream? Break during stream can be anywhere. I've seen 3 minutes to 3 minutes to 20 minutes of like break. I've seen someone do like a 4-hour stream, and then they're like, all right, I need to have like a 20-minute break away from the computer, and they just up and go, and that's completely fun as well. It's your stream. Run it how you want to run it. Like an ad break happens, how long should it be before the next ad break? I reckon about an hour, I think. I think an hour, but some people have like, okay, I think it depends on how long your ads are. If your ads are like 3 minutes long, do I think like an hour between each ad break. If you've got like a minute of ads, then maybe you do like 30 minutes. Then you can do like 30 minutes every hour, but that's completely up to you. I've seen streamers do fucking 10 minutes of ads for every 30 minutes of stream. That's how like a lot of them make a lot of money. But you know, you can do that, but it won't be a very fun viewing experience. Do you have any experience or advice on subathons? I do have advice, or I do have experience in that. In terms of advice, I've only done one subathon. And my advice is when you set the goals. Okay, no, this is actually really good. This is really. I think more VTubers need to hear this next advice. I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet and take a piss. I'm gonna go to the toilet, take a piss. We're gonna quickly have a minute 30 ads, and then once I'm back, I'm gonna yap about subathon goals. That's a really good question. Give me just a moment. Be right back. Wait, I'm back. Why is everyone opening their mouths? Huh? Why is everyone opening? Close your mouths, guys. So there you go. See, emotes are really good for culture. That's a really good example, like about what I said before. So, all right, Mika, if you're still here, I do have a. I do have it. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. In terms of subathon goals, all right, this is way more advanced stuff. So if anyone is still new and is wondering what's happening right now, you can probably just breeze over it or maybe take notes if you want. For subathon, for anyone that doesn't know what a subathon is, basically it's a stream where you start the stream, and then every time someone subs or gifts a sub or donates, then the stream timer will increase. And the streamer can set however long. Usually it can be a few minutes, or if you're a really big streamer, you probably will set it down to like every sub increases by like 15 seconds. Depends on how big you are. Depends how like a lot of factors. And sometimes for subathons, there will be goals. So for example, if we hit like 100 subs, it's a little bit like what I'm doing now with my maid cam like outfit with Love and Deep Space stream, right? There'll be certain goals that you hit. For example, like if we hit 10 subs, then it'll be this. If we hit 20 subs, then it'll be the next milestone, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. And then you can set it to however many subs you think, or, you know, however much you want. Usually, obviously, you want to have like the big, like harder streams to pull off, for to be much later down to incentivize people to sub. This is like basic knowledge, okay? Oh, not basic knowledge, but if you think about it, you obviously don't want to have like one sub, I'm gonna climb Mount Everest stream kind of thing, you know? And usually it brings the community together, and it's like a huge event kind of thing. That's really, really cool. That's like the bare bones quick example, quick rundown of what a subathon is. My advice for subathons is, when you have sub goals, make them something that your community wants to see and have. I don't want to say I don't want to say any names or anything like that. However, I have seen subathon goals where it's like, all right, for like, if we hit 500 subs, I'm gonna upgrade my chair, because I've had this chair that's been with me for 10 years. And in my humble opinion, I think that is a shit goal. I think it's a shit goal. Because the streamer upgrading their chair, yes, it might be a nice thing for the streamer. It does nothing, or in my opinion, I don't think it does anything for chat, at least. I don't think it's a good goal. It should be something that chat would really want. So that's my advice that I would give for anyone that is doing a subathon, is to have goals that you think that the viewer will like, and not just, you know, me upgrading a chair kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, is there something you would recommend to do when I feel demotivated from streaming? That's a good question. I mean, just don't stream. You don't have to stream. You don't have to stream. Just, hello, how's it going? Yeah, just if you don't feel like it, or if you're demotivated, don't do it. Fortunately, your streaming is like, or unless you're with an agency, you don't have to hit like a quota of how many streams you do a week, and all that. So you can just not go live and say, I just need a day break. Hello, how's it going?
Just say, I want a chill day. I want to play what I want to play. You guys can watch if you want to watch.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah. It's pretty simple.
Man.
It's pretty simple. You either don't stream, or just do what you want to do.
He wants to stream.
Yeah.
Stream, but then... If your chat cares for you, then they will come, whether you ask them to come or not. You don't even ask them to come anyway.
There you go. You heard it from the girlfriend. There you go. But yeah, that's just my advice. You don't have to stream, and if you don't want to stream, just don't stream. Or, you know, or just stream what you want to stream.
You're only human.
Yeah. Question, is there a way you can stream listening to your personal playlists, or do you need to find a way to have copyright-free versions of your songs? No. The best way to do it, in OBS, you can split your audio. For example, I've got Spotify split to a completely different channel, so that in stream you guys can hear all the background, you know, the lo-fi music, but in the VOD it won't be there. So that's one way that you can do it. Great, Spectre Francis, welcome in, mate. How you doing? Yeah, there you go. That's probably a good way to do it. One day when I've made it, I'll let you know. I'll annoy the hell out of you with lots, with love, of course. Yeah, please do, please do. Yeah, that's one way that you can do it. But otherwise, you will have to. Some sites treat it very differently. For example, Twitch well, I mean, Twitch kind of does mind if you stream with copyrighted music, but they won't outright nuke your channel. They will either mute it, like the entire VOD, or they will send you a warning via email. In fact, actually, there was one time where I thought it would be so funny that I would set the Rickroll redeem, which normally costs 1,000 channel points. I set it down to 1 channel point. And I was like, all right, guys, you have 1 minute to spam the fuck out of it. And they spammed it like crazy. I swear to God, the fucking Rickroll went for about, even though it was like a 20-second segment of the song, it went for about 20 minutes. Non-stop. Just never gonna give you up, never gonna let you. And once it's done, next one, never gonna give you. And then I got a warning. I got an email from Twitch after that stream saying, your stream has been flagged for copyrighted material. I was like, fuck, man. Oh my God. I got fucking I almost got DMCA striked because of it. Just make different audio tracks up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, I can't teach you how to split your audio into different tracks, but you can ask someone on YouTube and they will be able to teach you. That's a bit out of the scope of today's stream of, you know, how to start being a VTuber. Yeah. Anything else that you guys would like to ask before we go and raid out? Just wondering, because some people listen to copyright music. I was like, what? Yeah, you can listen to it, but it might mute your thing. In fact, actually, let's do a test right now, guys. I'm going to play a song on Spotify. I'm going to fucking blast it for just a bit. Listen back to... okay, come back to the stream once the stream is done. 3 hours and 39 minutes. Oh, 3 hours and 40 minutes, okay? 3 hours, 40 minutes. And... tell me if you can hear this in the VOD. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast it. Here we go.
Set it all on fire, let it burn up brighter. Love is a flame that's dancing away to David playing on the lyre. Set you for 1,000 years, dear. Time is nothing when I'm here with you. Ooh,
There you go. I probably just sung and there would be no audio in the VOD. I just went, ooh, and there's no background music. I love this song. It's so good. Okay, there you go. So 3 hours, 40 minutes. So there you go. Listen back 3 hours and 40 minutes. Come back to the VOD and listen and see if you can hear it. Yeah, this part here might get totally like it. I think if I've split it correctly, if I've split the audio correctly, then it would just be me talking, like just yapping. If I didn't do it correctly, then this part of the stream would be muted. So we'll see. If I stream Minecraft, what would the sub requirement be for starting a hardcore world? I mean, that's completely up to you. That's completely up to you. Like for some streamers, that might be like something that the chat has been absolutely like begging them to do, and they might not want to do it for whatever reason, and be like, all right, I want to have a sub goal for, let's say, 10 subs, and if we do that, then I'll do a hardcore world. Or even better, if it like I can throw my hardcore world, I'll just kill myself in my hardcore Minecraft world for 50 subs, and if that's what you want to set it, that's what you want to set it. I can't be the person to say like, yeah, this is the set amount and stuff. You have to do it based on your community and what you can do. Actually, I might go to sleep now, guys. Have an amazing night, Mickey. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for asking such great questions. Where's the best placement for the camera webcam? Sorry if this was just discussed earlier. Just no, that's completely fine. I haven't talked about that, actually. Depends on what kind of camera you're using. If you're using like an iPhone, then you can be a bit more liberal and place the camera in weird positions. But if you have a webcam, then you have to put it on top of your screen where it can clearly see your face, and you have to have your face in fairly decent lighting. That song's nice. What's it called? It's got 1,000 Years by John Michael Howell, Jake, and Zach. Did you guys know that SVC is Jake's brother, and they have the same like naming scheme where they turn the A into a V? Weird thing. Kevin, first question I asked you never answered. Mind if I read like, yeah, sure, please, shoot, please do. I'll try to answer it as best I can. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I would love to That song, 1,000 Years, was actually inspired by the anime Frieren, which I would love to fucking watch at some point, actually. I heard it's really good and, like, really heartfelt, touching, a bit sad. Yeah. That question was, does your VTuber model have a wee wee? No, it doesn't. No, I do not have a wee wee. If I was to know. It's so good. It's so good, isn't it? I don't have, my VTuber model does not have a wee wee. No, my VTuber model doesn't have a, I mean, me and him don't have a wee wee. A smooth like a kendo. Oh my god, it's so cooked. It's so Gojo. I've also never seen Frieren. I want to see it. Don't spoil it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm going to try to rope my girlfriend into watching it with me. Alright, guys. So, I'm going to answer one more question. Does anyone have one more serious question before we close out for today? One more question. Why do you always ignore my questions, Kit Kat? Because that's not my name.
That's not my name. Not my name.
What's the etiquette for making VTuber friends? I think just saying hi in their chat and being genuine. I think that being genuine and just saying hi goes a long way. Like, say hi in their streams or comment on their posts in on Twitter or you know, just in that kind of stuff. That's how I made a lot of my recent friends, was through TikTok. I was posting a lot of TikToks, and I had a bunch of people that I looked up to come into my what's it called, into my comment section and said hi. Oh my god, you play League? I'm like, yeah, I play League, and then we started hanging out. Is it hard to become a VTuber? I think it's pretty easy. I think it's daunting at first, but it's pretty easy. VTubing and streaming, for that matter. Yeah, I think it depends on how keen you are. But like, streaming and VTubing is like a thing where it's like, everyone can do it, but it's not for everyone. If that makes sense. Yeah. Your girlfriend has a very beautiful accent. I like accent. Oh, thank you. Oh, she can say thank you. I know everything now. Thanks, Kit. That's so good. You guys should have the brain of an absolute... Your brain should be fucking the size of Jupiter at this point. I think... Huh? No, Jupiter's pretty big. How are you able to play music on stream and not get warning? Because I've split my audio. Actually, I talked about this if you're paying attention in class. Pay attention. Thank you for the stream, Kat. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking your time and presenting us to the slideshow. That's all good. I spent quite a few hours making this slideshow, and I think I'm very happy with it. And eventually, I'm going to turn this stream into a highlight video, or rather, like a condensed down version, so that you guys can just watch it in. Honestly, this will probably be like a 30-minute video. I think. I genuinely think if I was to condense this stream down, it would be a 30-minute video. So if you guys want to watch that, go follow me on YouTube. That's right, guys. Gonna plug the YouTube again. That's right. We're gonna plug it. We're gonna plug it, and then you guys can watch back this stream there and the highlights for. Oh god. Oh god. I'm not looking forward to editing this one down. But anyway, guys, Z Brian, thank you so much for coming by. One last question. Does anyone have a final question? Last one. Last question before we close out for today.
Why you say it like your song? Last song.
Yeah, I know, right? Last one. Last question. LMFAO, the thumbnail. What thumbnail do I have? Do I have a thumbnail for this? Do I actually have a thumbnail for this? I can't remember if I made one. That is... Oh my god. Yeah. To be honest, I was also considering doing one where I was in like a female body, but I realized that might have taken a bit of credibility out of my sales. So I thought you know, this would be a good one. As a fan, how do you, the streamer, think about VODs and linking them in chat? As a fan, wait, are you saying that you're a fan or I'm a fan? You can call me Z or Zeb. Okay, sorry, Zeb. Z or Zeb. Okay. How do you feel when you start streaming? I was nervous, but I was also doing a collab with 4 strangers actually. Oh no, sorry, 3 other strangers. Which one of them is still doing it to this day. The other 2 are not. Linking them in chat, as in making clips. I'm completely fine with fans who like making clips and stuff of me. In fact, actually, that helps me out immensely. That's like really cool that that people would clip my stuff. And if you guys want to upload, you know, moments of my stream to TikTok and stuff, please do. Please spread the word of Ketone. That sounds like a fucking cult. Spread the word out to the masses type beat. How many monitors are optimal for VTubing? I think 2. 3 is a bit overkill, but I think 2. I've got 2 at least. I think 1 was way too difficult, and I think two screens is like a life-changing thing. Having a second screen is would change your life, genuinely. Colt, yeah, that's right. Colt. No, don't chant that in chat. Yeah. Do you like it when fans make fan art of you? I love it. I love people. I love fan art. I absolutely love it. But the thing that has happened twice in the last 2 weeks actually I've been getting a lot of AI fan art, and it's been kind of pissing me off lately. So I'm now on the more cautious side when receiving fan art. So if it's hand drawn, if it's digitally drawn by you, more than happy, but not AI. Not AI art. Yeah. My hubby only uses one screen. I literally feel handicapped when I use his face. I know, right? The second monitor actually just is life changing. It's literally just it's such simple as a second monitor, but it's so good. But yeah. So I think that wraps it up for today. I will be also answering more questions inside the Discord server if you guys would like to be a part of it. You can ask me more questions there, or you can also hang out, say hi, be up to date with future streams. I will be streaming again next week, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, as per usual. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And you know what? Let's flick it back here. Look at that. We're talking about some virus or something. Look at that. I know, VTubing, the virus. There you go. This was very informative and liked it a lot. I'm very glad. Actually, you know what? Before we finish out, on a scale from 1 to 10, or actually, wait, this isn't a scale. All right, I need some feedback, guys. Was the stream useful? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Just for a show of hands. This is the part where everyone starts typing 2 for no. There we go. You move this over here. Was the stream useful? 3. She goes with a 2. Oh, asking after so many questions. Damn, I missed it. That's so good, Halley Dragon. That's all good. If you guys want to keep up to date with future streams, come and join the Discord server, and you can get pinged every time I go live. Next week will probably be for the special stream, it will probably be that's right. No, I lied. I did say YouTube video being released, but it might be something else, which is going to be a secret. It's going to be a secret. You guys are going to like it. I'm going to like it. It's going to be great. I'm going to invite the girlfriend on stream next week. That's going to be great. It's going to be lots of fun. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to love it. I was distracted playing video games. Oh my god. You skipped class to play video games. Disappointing, Halley Dragons. Disappointing. Disappointing. But I'm glad that that 89.5% of you thought it was good. Emma Harper, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you guys for watching me here on Twitch, and thank you to the amazing people as well that are also on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. We're going to go and raid out my good friend Laffy P. They are having a new model / outfit debut. Please send them lots of love. Send them lots and lots and lots of love. Actually, in fact, I'm going to go and I'll show you the new happy debut day. Okay, hang on. I'm going to send a... This is going to be the raid message here, guys. Oh. Okay. Alright. This is the raid message here. Go spam it inside Laffy's chat. If you guys want to be up to date with future streams, come and join me on my other social platforms. Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all that good stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being an amazing, amazing group of people and a good class. Lesson is now closed, guys. Lesson is over. You guys can now go to recess. Yeah, but who is Ted? I don't know. I don't know who Ted is, guys. I have no clue. You think the LGBT should said from the beginning of Korea or towards the height of Korea? Should that be open from the start? I think you should say it from the start. Say it with your whole chest. If you believe in it, say it from the chest, from the start. All right, guys. Adios. Have a good one. I'll be answering more questions inside Discord if you want to be there. All right. See you guys later. Bye, bye, bye. See you guys. Bye, bye. All right, Bopper. I'm now going to start fucking doing backflips.